How's everybody doing tonight? I am live on YouTube. Usually everybody's doing shows, Christmas time, everybody's doing something happy, but I needed to get something off my chest, something that's been going on for a while, to people didn't know. So it's not good, but sometimes you got to get the word out there. So we're gonna know when people know when I'm going live. So let's start with this intro.
Thundercats!
So what's up, people? As you can see, the topic tonight's show is my opinion on Epic Nations collections. If you guys don't know about Epic Nation, we're going to be going over a lot. It's going to take a while to go through a lot of stuff that I've been seeing and my opinion views on this person in the community. So before we even started, we all know, if you guys don't know about Epic Nation, anytime somebody talks about him or brings his name up, he always saying that somebody's trying to bring him down. They hate him, this, that, everything. This is just to get information out there on people who don't know him or who are starting to know the real him. So before, I don't know if he's watching this show or one of his people is going to let him know. I'm not, according to like what he says about himself, a big fish. I'm just my YouTube channel. Before he's, just in case if he says that I'm doing this show for subscriptions or I'm doing this show for views, no, I'm not doing any of that because of that. This is just for me to get information out there on him that if people don't know or go over a lot of things that's been going on just to get the light out on there because when there's something bad that's going out there that somebody's doing something wrong, you have to speak up. You can't be quiet. You can't let it go by. You have to say your piece, especially if somebody's doing wrong and it bothers you. This is something I have to get my opinion out there and say what I have to say about this person. So before we get started, um, let's go through the comments. First person here is GT Key Comics. What's up, man? Thank you coming down. Uh, Happy holidays. I know this is not the way to end it, but I will be doing some other shows before ending. But this is something I just had to get off my chest. My man Los Cruces was always here. Hello from New Mexico. I always say hello from Pennsylvania. My man Comics and Culture. Hello from the North Pole. I hope you're all bundled up and say hi, Santa, for me while you're there. Open your box. Not today, Scott Fogg. I got too much to do today. I will get to it tomorrow, right? I will get to it tomorrow. Um, Victoria, my girl, what's going on? Thank you for coming down. Says hi, my man Chef. Hello, BLC. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for coming down. My man Nigel, Desire Comics. What's up, BLC? The chat. Thank you for going on. Say hi to Nigel. This everything. So, listen, this is an open forum. Anybody who wants to come on live, if to let me know, I'll throw the stream yard into the comments. This is open to anybody who is a friend of Epic who wants to defend them, or if you have a story that you want to talk about that you ran into Epic, or you want to express your opinion, that's fine. If I doubt he ever showed up, uh he can come out and speak his piece if he wants to, defend himself. But trust me, I think when he opens his mouth, he's not helping himself at all. I think he's just making himself worse scenario. So let me get started right now. If you guys don't know about Epic Nation collections, it used to be Epic Nations Collectibles, but he had to change his name. We'll get into that further down the line, the reason why he has changed it. All this started a while ago where Epic Nation and his co-worker, you could say, got caught doing something. All right, got caught doing something, and it opened up everybody's eyes. He got noticed from this point on, and everything blew up from there. So before we get to how it started, and there's a lot of people involved that he mentioned that he's been after, because he's been after people because a lot of people found out who he is. All right, and they started telling shows like I'm doing now, expressing what's been going on, and he doesn't like it. And he defends himself like he didn't do nothing wrong. It's not him. It's everybody else. This and everything. But we're gonna get down to detail again. This is my opinion on what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing, and not only from other people, the people that he dealt with, that he has, had business with, that have been coming forward against him. People that knew him are coming forward, telling the truth of what's going on. Okay. So, and on top of that, like I said, his own mouth, or what he comes out of his mouth just makes it worse for him. He does not know what the hell to say because he just keeps drowning himself. All right. So what I would like to do first, I've gone through a lot of videos. We're gonna be watching a lot of videos of a lot of people bringing stuff up. Most of it was Keep It Thorough. Got a shout out my man Keep It Thorough. Thorough Montana he's been on this for a long time, just digging and grinding and finding information. And not only that, people have been reaching out to the man. People been reaching to him saying, "Hey, Thorough, this," they telling them what they dealt with Epic Nation. They've been coming forward with information, coming on his shows, saying what they had to say so people could find out the truth of what's been going on. Okay, so it's not just one person. Okay, and before Epic starts saying, "Well, I'm doing this show because I'm a friend of Thorough's and this, that, and everything," it says, "Hey, I know Thorough. Yes, I know him in person, but he's not the only one that actually brung this out. But he's the one that's been going on with a lot of details, but he's not the only one. Also, Nemesis Prime did a show, and the people where he started, where he got caught, did a show. So it's been a lot of people, and the people that's been dealing business with him that be coming forward, he's been going after them too. So a lot of people have been coming up with the truth about this one person. Okay, so we're gonna dig down, we're gonna go through videos, we're gonna see things, we're gonna hear things, and it's up to you guys. It's up to you to have your own opinion of what you hear, okay? And you have your own opinions of what's going on. Now remember, everything has two stories, okay? Epic has his, all right, and then you have the other people. So for you to make a judgment, you have to listen to both sides. You have to listen to as much information you can, and based on what you hear, okay, you decide. What's going on, how you feel, what's been going on. All right. And again, your mind still can change when you make a decision because maybe more information later on down the line comes up. It happens. Okay. But we're going to dig down deep because what's been going on with Epic Nation and whatnot, it's not fair to everybody who in this community that deals with comics, action figures, whatever you collect. Dude, so we're gonna get down and dirty, and we're gonna find out. And like I said, if anybody wants to come live, please let me know. I'll throw the StreamYard on there. This is for everybody who is friends with Epic. If you want to defend them, or you're against Epic, or you have a story or something dealt business with him, please come on and we'll get it out in the open. Because that's the only way we're going to get down and find out what's going on. Because if something's going on, if you see something and you know something, you must say something. You can't be quiet and not saying anything and let what's been going on for people who either don't know what's going on, that need to know, or people that know what's going on, it just don't care. But the information has to be get out there. We must spread the word, because by spreading the word is the most effective thing you can do. All right, to get this person rid of, done. And that's my opinion. So let's say we got some more people coming in the chat. My man Who That says hello. We got Emmy Comics. What's up, brother? BLC, what's going on? Kenneth Bird's here. How it's up here tonight. My man Brooklyn Born 718 says, what's up, everyone? Yes, what's going on? So again, this is my opinion, all right, about this person. All right. Again, I'm gonna keep saying this through the whole entire show because I know what the type of person Epic is. All right. If he sees this show, he's gonna say, oh, they hate it, blah, 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 blah. No. This is to find out more information, to get the information out there about this person out there. Because this is what he don't want. This is what he tries to stop. But by doing this, it's the best thing for this community to find out what's going on. And again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not doing this for viewership. I am not doing this for submissions, to get my subs up. Absolutely not. This is just me getting my opinion out there and getting this news information out there. And I hope more and more people out there, who listen to get this and then keep it going, because this is the only way, the effective way to get, this information out there for people to know. So give me 1 second, and we're going to start with a video. So we're going to start with a video that I found from a channel that did an interview with him before this blew up, before Epic was coming up, and we're going to listen to Epic during the interview, all right, and listen to what he said before all this turned out. This is when, he was coming up. He's on 1990. Let me tell you something. He's a great salesman. Let me tell you something. This guy he got this down pat. Let me tell you. So let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. And we got tons of videos, guys. We got tons of videos. All right. And all right. Here it is. This is from Third Shift Comics. Okay, we have Big Deuce. We got Last Boy Scout. Now again, this is not about this channel, about these guys. At this point in time, nobody knew about Epic. Okay, nobody knew about it. This is when he was coming up. But we'll get to the point where he did his own downfall from there on, and he just made it worse for himself. All right, so let's watch the video, and we're going to watch this interview before Epic ever got started.
Oh, thank you for coming to the show, man. We really appreciate that. I'll tell you right now, when it comes to Whatnot Sellers, you are blowing up, brother. Changing the game.
Thank you, bro. I'm trying.
Trying is not even the word, brother. You done it. And it's just like, it shows.
When we first got on, he only had like 10, 15. Remember, we was watching him when he first got on. And that was
when you first got on, I remember like it was just like you showcasing a small square like on a wall, and the lighting was dark, and you was just like these little comics here and there. And now all of a sudden it's like a grand show, brother. You know what I'm saying? I see the hardwood floors, I see the TV in the back. You got a comic book stand, and it's just like ridiculous, man. It's like coming to like actually a carnival and shit like that. It's always a party up in your room now.
Thank you. Yeah, bro, you know how it is. You always creep before you walk, so you start off small.
Yep.
And then when you reach your level, and that's how it's comics.
Yeah, definitely. Look, hey, real quick, so why don't you tell us a little, tell the fans a little bit about yourself and what got you into comics?
Okay. So I'm from Trinidad. So I came here on a student visa. So I got accepted to Columbia University as a certified electrician to do electrical.
Nice, me too.
So my brother's a licensed electrical in New York City. So I started doing college and stuff. And basically, I was the only Caribbean dude in my classroom. I was feeling like a unknown guy, like left out, basically, like I wasn't belonging in the classroom. Because the teacher and stuff, nobody wasn't showing me the respect I deserve,
Right.
So then it had a comic book shop right opposite the school. That was Royal Collectibles. So during my lunch break and stuff,
all right, let me stop you right there, guys. I'm from Queens. I know Royal's Collectibles. All right. I've been to the store when they were in the middle of the block. I've been going there for years. And yes, there is a school across the street from Royal Collectibles. As you can see, that's what he said. Now, if you heard what he was saying, he was in college. All right, he's got this degree in electricity and whatever in the case of me. What's across the street, the school, is not a college. It's not a college across the street. All right, probably a high school, or there's actually two schools. One's a high school and one's like maybe like a junior high school across the street. So where he gets that he's in college at this point, and right across the street, you heard what he said. Right across the street, Royals. I've been to Royals many times. Anybody who's been to Royals knows there is a school across the street, but it ain't a college that I know of. So where he get that information from, I don't know. So let's move on.
I used to go in the front of my bookshop, and then I feel welcome. Since I walk in the shop, the owner, I feel like I belong here. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, "Yo, are you into comics?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to see Batman on TV when I was a kid. Ninja Turtles, that's one of my favorite cartoons." So he was like, "Yo, we have a whole stand on Ninja Turtles. Go take a look. It's $1 for one book." So I was like, "Okay." I bought like 5 books, and then from there, it's a wrap, man. After I started reading that Ninja Turtle, I remember the book too. That was TMT #1 reprint. I got hooked. I got hooked in the comics. So like in my lonely place, that used to be my zone. You know what I'm saying? So like when I was studying and I had no friends or anything, comics was my friend. So that's why I really get into comics. I develop a passion, and then I start collecting, and then basically I just start collecting and collecting, and then when I realize, um,
All right. So this is how he started. He goes across the street to Royal Collectibles. He's saying he's in college or whatever. He reads a book, and all of a sudden he gets hooked. All of a sudden now, he says he watched the TV. Now he's collecting books, blah 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 blah, and now he's collecting. So at this point in time in his life, he started collecting books at this point. That means he didn't have any books before. So in this time frame, at this time, that's when he started collecting books. So for a person who started collecting books, man, and to be to what he is now, that's a big in those years. I don't think it's that was that long, but in those many years or whatever, he went from just starting, didn't have a book, to have a massive collection to sell so many books. Wondering where those books came from. How did he acquire these books, man? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's keep going with the interview.
selling comics is a nice side hustle eventually. So then I start doing a little small sales, and then everything just is history from there. I learned, well, during my comics, I learned about a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. I learned about CGC, CBCS, I learned about PGX, I learned about everything while I was like collecting and reading and stuff. So I had a lot of people from collectibles who helped me into the comics, so I understand a lot about it. I'm not a collector for years. I just get into comics like 4 years ago.
Mm.
So that's how I developed. I started learning. I know about Stanley and comics and stuff since I was small, but I was never into it. Because as I said, I was from Trinidad and the Caribbean. I wasn't from the Caribbean. So we never had comics and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it out of his own mouth, right? You heard him from his own mouth. He just started collecting. He came from Trinity. He didn't have any books. Again, you know, he says Royals helped him out. He learned a lot through Royals. Must have gone every day or whatever, going there. But again, from where he started to where he is at now, it's a very miracle story that he must have to go from what he had nothing to all these tons of thousand books. So before we even move around, we got more people in the chat that just want to say hello, Merry Christmas to everyone from CFAT. My Corey says, yeah, he knows how to tell a story. Lisa Noble's here, says, hey, BLC, what's going on? Thank you for coming down, everybody. So let's continue on listening to this.
We have, like in Trinidad right now, have no comic book shops and stuff. So when I came here, I learned about the comics and stuff, and then I fall in love with it.
Nice.
That's basically it, bro. Like learning about. Then I started learning about comics. One of my friends told me, like this is a nice book, Doctor Strange #1. I always was into Doctor Strange. So I just started buying and buying. And then you know how it is. Once you start buying, you can't stop buying.
Yeah, you get that itch, man. You keep scratching.
Yeah.
All right. He's saying that he's been buying and buying and buying. Now here's a guy that says he's an electrical, engineer, this, that, everything. Where did he get the money to buy all these books? Did he have a job? Was he still in college? We don't know. But somehow he said he's been buying books. We all been there. We all got jobs. You can only buy so many amount of books, and it's a lot of books. So let's keep going.
I'm telling you. I saw that McFarlane Batman right there. I know that's what I saw.
Yeah, McFarlane Batman.
I need that.
So the good thing about it is when I was like 5 years ago, I used to buy all these books for $1, $2. And now 5 years after, these books are like 100% up the value. Like one book I bought, like these books, I bought it since it came out for cover price. Now this book is unbelievable, you know what I'm saying? So I have so much. And then I decide, you know what? It's a good business too. Like,
all right, so he says he hit the dollar books back in the days. The $2. He bought a whole bunch of them. Back then, he said about 5 years ago. So now we're looking that from this point on, 5 years ago, he started to buy these books. So 5 years in time, buying dollar books. Now these are the type of books that you would find in a $1, $2 long box. I don't think so. But all right.
You can buy spec books, wait till it go up, and then you can sell it and buy a dream book. That's how I was able to get my Amazing Fantasy.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I sell comics because it's a passion, but I sell books to buy my grades.
Exactly.
All right, so you heard him. He buy the dirt $1, $2 books to buy and then sell them and then try to buy Grail books. Now, if you're buying $1, $2 books, it's going to take you a long time to save up enough money to buy a Grail book, especially expensive books, especially what he just showed, Amazing Fantasy. That's not cheap. All right, that's very expensive. So it's going to take you a lot of books and a lot of time to get to that goal. But let's move on.
Because you need always, like I tell people, and Juice always tells people, let the hobby support itself.
Exactly.
It's
a $1 billion industry and everybody loves books. If they want it, they're gonna grab it.
But long as you get into it, bro, you can't stop. You just love it so much, especially if you read them.
It's addictive. It's addictive as hell.
Yeah. But at the same time, you gotta know your limits, because if you're trying to support your habit with your habit, and if you're not selling, but you're continually buying, you're gonna be upside down eventually,
If you want.
I agree with what he's saying right there. I do that all the time. I think we all do. We all buy books. We sell books to upgrade our books to get a higher grade. Yeah, that's one thing that we all do. I agree with that. So let's keep going.
Want to sell, but if you just like to collect and that's your thing, then you're fine.
So let me ask you something. In your PC, what's your prized possession?
Amazing Fantasy 15 8.5.
Ooh. And let them know what that's about. Let them know what that book's about.
Who doesn't know what that's about?
First appearance of Spider-Man. If you know, you know. That's it.
If you know,
exactly. If you know, you know.
8.5? Ooh.
8.5, guys. And I got that book, as I said, I told people the story. I got that book in a collection. I only paid like $100,000 for the whole collection. I had Tales of Suspense.
All right. Did my hearing go bad, or did you guys hear the same thing I heard? $100,000. He spent $100,000. That's what I heard. He's got the Amazing Fantasy. He says he has it. So he bought a collection, and this book was in the collection for $100,000. All of a sudden, he was talking about maybe 5 years ago going into $1, $2 boxes, so he could sell, so he could upgrade. And now, 5 years later, from what he was saying, he's got $100,000 to buy, and it just happened to be an Amazing Fantasy in there. How miracle is that? Wonder where he got the money. He says he sells it, to save money to get it. But damn, that's one hell of amazing financial thing that he's going on there. But he still doesn't say where he got the money exactly. I don't think he got $100,000 diving into a $1, $2 box and sell a lot of books. I mean, that would take a lot of massive selling. So hold on, we got more people in the chat. My man Steven Spocker says BLC. He said she heard it. It sounds like a fit. Well, this is why I say he his own mouth is killing him. His own mouth is drowning him. And if you guys listen very carefully to what he says, and you'll see what the type of person, this is coming out of his mouth. So let's continue on.
First appearance of Iron Man. I have a lot of like X-Men #1, X-Men #4, first Magneto, and 9.8. And I paid $100,000 for the collection.
Oh, he just said it again, people. He just said it again. $100,000 for a collection. And look at all these type of books in there. Amazing Fantasy, X-Men, for, oh my God, for $100,000. What a deal. He must say, what type of person sold this to him for $100,000? Makes you wonder. You know, he says he bought it for somebody. How we know it's true? How we know where he got the books from? He paid $100,000? I don't know. You got a receipt? Let's keep going.
And in 2 weeks after, I sold a few books, like 5 books out of that collection, and made back $250. And I have all the big keys.
Nice. And that 8.5, is that CGC or CVS?
He sold 5 books. He sold 5 books out of the collection. 5. He said 5. 250,000. He said 250. So I'm guessing 250,000 for 5 books. Man, this guy's wheeling and dealing. What type of collection that out of you spend $100,000, you sell 5 books and you made back already $250,000? That's just amazing. That's just amazing story.
Yes.
Did you see?
Gotta be CGC. That's gotta be before CBS blew up.
So you got that's your prized possession. What is the holy grail that you're chasing after?
Right now, I'm chasing first appearance of Iron Man, Tears of Suspense. That's my favorite. I just wonder. I have one right now, but I have a low grade. So I'm looking for anything above an 8.
He has one already. He wants to upgrade. It's a low grade. Another gigantic book in his possession. Wow, what a miracle.
8.5.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do too. They start off with the small grades and then they keep it in the PC until they can get another one. You flip until you get a higher one.
Low grade better than no grade, bro.
That's right.
Exactly. Always better than no grade.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Like my first main book, if I had it there, would I show you? Like my first book, my big book was a 0.5. Amazing Spider-Man #3. That was my first big book.
All of a sudden, in 5 years of collecting comics, 5 years, spent $100,000 on a thing. Now he has Amazing Spider-Man 0.5. Wow. That must have been one hell of a 5-year stint that he did collecting, wheeling, and dealing, man. Let me tell you something. That's just amazing to me. Very amazing.
I paid in a comic shop. Paid $900. I'm a 0.5. I climb up to, and then I get a 1.5, then I sold it, and then I get a 2.5 till I reach a 6.5 now.
That's how you gotta do. You gotta work.
All right, so he upgraded. He says he upgraded from starting from that 0.5. Now he's up to 6.5. And again, this book is not cheap. This is an expensive book. Even if he sold the other one, okay, it didn't cover the price for the upgrades. So that means if you sold that, you use that money, all right, and you still have to add more money to get the upgrade, because I do upgrades all the time. Okay, sell a book, a lower one, and of course, when I sell the book, it's not going to cover the price for new one, but it does help. You use that money, you add your other money to get the upgrade. And he said it. He upgraded this book at least 4 times, 3 times. So again, every time he upgraded, he had to put more money in to upgrade, because there's no way you're going to sell a book, get that exact same money amount to upgrade. It's almost impossible. So let's keep going.
Work it. Yeah, work it. You know?
Right.
So now, Deuce, I know you wanted to ask this question about his giveaways. Because I remember he was the same way with everybody. I got a giveaway, everybody enter, you get one book. No, but now it's just like your giveaways is like a game show, man.
Did you see the Comic Cove giveaway? When he did that? It was like an hour long, and it was like, the shipping must have been like ridiculous, like 3 boxes. 3 boxes of stuff.
Actually, did you see the video of the guy who received it?
No, I haven't
he
seen that
posted the
yet.
video and I saw it. The guy was like, yo, he just like had all this stuff all over the floor. He says, I haven't even gotten to the comic yet. Like, so what made you think about like, hey, you know what? I'm not satisfied with regular giveaways that everybody's doing. I want to change the game on giveaways. I want to like when I do a giveaway, I want people to know Epic has the best giveaways. How that came about?
Because it's about just love in the community, man. It's to show people the love, and then you guys show back the love. So mostly everyone who normally who win a giveaway from me buys a book still. You don't have to buy a book, but it's just love, bro. You know, like if I give away something, I want to be excited, and I want a person to be excited too. So like one time.
All right, let me stop him right there. We've gone over this a million times, okay? He's on Whatnot, all right? He started collecting books like 5 years ago, you know, got into the hobby. Let me explain everything, everything. He sees the comics. He likes the comics, but he sees that there's money to be made here. Che-Ching sees a seller. Sellers are not your friend, okay? Sellers are here as a business to make money. So he's saying he wants to give back to the community for free stuff, high-end books. Again, where does he get the money? Where does he get these books? How does he constantly give out high-end books to real-end people? Doesn't explain none of that, but we're gonna find out later down the line what's been going on, how he's been getting into it. But again, this is before he blew up and we found out about his scam thing going on. So before, we got some more comments. Let me go into the chat. My man Kenneth Bird says, I don't have much money, but I can't believe he can get a $10,000 book at all. I don't know why. He let me know how he does it. All the books should sell for cover price. And only thing he does is show pictures, and that's it. I mean, yeah, I can do the same thing, saying that's my book trying to sell Economy Art. The thing is, people, he's a salesman. This is his pitch. He's got to look good. He's got to look official. He has to reel in the people. Okay, he's got to make it exciting. He's got to get, that frenzy up, for people to go in there to buy books. But buyers always have to be aware where you're buying your stuff, because you don't know where this person is getting his stuff. All right, so let's continue on.
Time I won a giveaway and I was excited, but when I got a giveaway, it's like a $2 book. I was like, yeah, I appreciate it and stuff, but it wasn't the excitement. You know what I'm saying? So when
all right, let me say something about that. I do giveaways constantly, but I don't have that type of money to go give you to give away $1,000 book or $500 book or $250. I don't have that cash. Okay, I don't know where he all of a sudden got a big ass bankroll. All right. So again, I do giveaways constantly. All right, and it does not matter how expensive the book is as a giveaway. It is when you give. If you're thinking about the community and you want to do a free giveaway, whatever it is that you're giving away for free is what it is. It doesn't have to be expensive because you're giving it to the community. You're thinking about the community by giving whatever it is that you what you can afford, or your heart decides, or what you think that is something nice to give away to somebody to have, to enjoy. That's the whole point of a giveaway. Okay, it doesn't have to. Like he said, he won a giveaway. He won a $2 book. Doesn't seem like he was so happy to win a $2 book. Why did he enter the free giveaway? He's got to know the book wasn't expensive. Or he must have known what the item was, but he entered it anyway, and he won a book. He won a $2 book, and he ain't too thrilled. He's like, oh, well, I won a $2 book. I'm not going to do that. Why you enter the giveaway? You know what the book is. You see how much it's worth. Why did you enter? That makes no sense. But let's continue on.
Do a giveaway and you want it, I want you to be excited. I want you to have that feeling like, wow, this is just epic. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bring joy to something, because remember, not everybody can afford big books. Everybody have bills. It was a pandemic recently. So I have the opportunity where I get a books for a really cheap price because I spec on them. So I'm not really losing on the giveaway. If I give away something at $1,000. All
right. So he's saying, this is what he's saying now. He says that he gets the book at a great, awesome price. Must be so low that he can give it away. All right. Where the hell does he find these books? Because I go shopping, I go hunting, I go to cons, I go to flea markets, I do the same thing. All right. I don't see people giving you a high-end book at a discount price from wherever he's getting it. He must have found either lucky or found a comic book store that was abandoned or something for him to give away stuff like this, high-end books. He's saying that people can't afford these expensive books. That's why he wants to send it out. Let me tell you something. I give away free stuff. Doesn't matter how much it is. I know people can't afford it, but I keep giving. Doesn't matter. I don't stop. If you've seen my videos, I just keep giving stuff away. Doesn't even matter of the amount. But you know what? People tell me when they win, when they enter, they're thankful, they're grateful, they're happy with what they won. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be $1,000 book. All right. People enter, and I'm glad to give away free stuff to anybody who needs it. And I know it's been tough because I've been there when I was growing up, didn't have much, didn't have anything. And now I'm in an opportunity to give back people. Doesn't matter. Little things. And I'm happy. It makes me feel good to give something away and people appreciate it. This guy here won a $2 book, entered the $2 book contest, didn't give a shit. He's like, I got one or $2 book, but I don't want to be that type of person. I'm getting discount books and I'm going to sell high-end books. This is all business. It's all business to suck you in, to get all the people come in. Hey, check this out. Look what he's giving away. It's business. He wants your money. He don't care about you. He don't care about the damn community. We got GT gives it a thumbs up. Comics and Culture, yo, BLC. Thank you for the Super Friends Slab giveaway to me. No, thank you, man. You entered. You deserve it. I'm happy that you have it, and I was glad to give it to you. Again, I'm happy to anybody who enters all my contests who wins something. It's so nice to receive something free as a giveaway, as an AOK. Man, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what it is. You should be grateful that somebody's thinking about you and having a good time. I like everyone else giveaway because it's free. I don't care how much it costs, but eventually it will be worth a lot of money in years. Another tag in giveaways. Again, it might be something that you might want. Sometimes it might be a book that for your collection. Steven Spark, BLC, want to give me this book? Yeah, I ain't done collecting yet, but one day I probably end up selling it. I always appreciate when people give giveaways, comic books all the time. I always appreciate that. It is. But this guy here, he wants to take it a step further. Again, he's doing a business pitch, guys. I'm gonna sell a big high-end book. I got it at a discount price. Yeah, all right. Where the hell do you get a discount price to sell it to give it away? Just to suck you in because of business. But let's continue on.
It cost me like $50. It's not all about the money and the profit, bro. It's about the love. I will keep growing.
All right. That's BS. Business is all about money. Whatnot's all about money. Everything that we buy books, we buy slabs. Everything's about money. Money rules the world. Money is everywhere. Corruption is everywhere. Scams are everywhere. Thieves are everywhere. All right. You'll find people on every platform. All right. You see shill bidding. You see it all. It's all about money. Bottom line, all about money. This guy's saying it ain't nothing about money. What is he freaking out? You retarded? Please, come on, man. Tell the truth, man. It is all about money. But man, let me tell you something. He could speak a freaking good salesman. But let's continue on.
So it always have a saying: when you give more, you earn more.
No, exactly. And you know, it's like paying forward, man. You know, like that Royal Collectibles, if I'm saying it right, you know, they introduced you into comics and they found that, you know, that passion grew and they paid that forward to you by introducing you to comics. And now you're
again, I like when he says that Royal Collectibles introduced him to comics, that he's from across the street. All right. This guy was already in college. There's no college across the street. There's schools across the street on high school and lower grade. And helped him out into Royal Collectibles. I think he just walked in because Royal Collectibles, all right, I know where it is and not too far away in that area. There's a lot of Trinidad people that live there, Jamaicans and stuff. The neighborhood's not too far from there, and there's not too many comic books area in there. So Royals is kind of close into the area. So he must live in that area, decided to go to a comic book shop, and that actually has to be the closest one. And it is a decent, awesome shop. Been there, bought there plenty of times. I highly recommend going there. But I think that's the reason why he ended up going to this shop. That, again, my opinion from where he lives. So let's continue on.
You're introducing people to comics and more. It's just like any type of collectibles, you know. I know. I just see like, and you see in the chat, like it's like I don't know. It's just like I look at the chat, and when people see, like, if I'm in a different room, if I'm in Cove, Collector Cove's comics room, you pop in, the chat goes wild. Everybody's just like, "Oh, it's epic! What's up, epic?" It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you were somewhere in a restaurant and all of a sudden a famous movie star came through by the restaurant, everybody's talking, everybody's like on their phones trying to take snapshots and stuff like that. I feel like that's what's going on when you jump into a room.
Yo, the funny thing is, I went to my friend con Saturday, and a guy just heard my voice. And I was like, "Yo, are you epic? Are you epic?" And I was like, "Yeah." Guy got super excited, bro. He was like, "Yo, can I get a photo with you?" I was like, "Sure, bro, no problem."
Oh, that's cool, man. And that's one thing, you know, and it's just like, it's your voice. It's very distinctive. Yes, you're Trinidadian and stuff like that. So you got the accent, and it's unmistakable.
My wife is addicted.
And I swear to God,
he says people come up to him. This is before he made the mistake. This was when he was growing, whatever. Again, he was selling high-end books or whatever. Get salesmen, take pictures with him, this, that, and everything. But I guarantee you, the people looking for him now that are trying to meet up with him, that he's trying to avoid, are not fans. So all of a sudden, people are taking pictures that want to know him. Now it's the other way around. Now he's ditching people, not trying to meet certain people because of what the business is that he's been doing, been trying to catch up to him. So let's continue on.
Every time we would watch your show, me and my cousin back and forth, we been like hot fire. It's so catchy, man. It's so catchy. And now with your new catchphrase, if you know, you know. My cousin's wife, that's all she says at work. She got everybody at work saying, if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got, I mean,
you got to trademark that.
Yeah. you got something, brother. Like, you got something that
Oh yeah, he's got something, all right. He's got something up his damn sleeve. All right. But again, you know, these guys here doing the interview, man, had no idea who they were interviewing at the time, man. So, you know, again, he was blowing up at the time. So, you know, it is what it is. So again, let's continue on.
That charisma, that pizzazz that, you know, people just want, you know, they can't get enough of it.
Because the reason why I say if you know, you know. So when I drop books, I don't want to like it, guys. Like, say you selling this book, right? And somebody was like, "Yo, this is a $200 book. This is a $300 book." I just say, I was like, "If you know, you know, bro. You like, who wants it? Get it."
I want that book.
So I give people that opportunity to get it. Like, who knows? Like, the person who don't know, somebody might just buy it because they might think they're getting it cheaper because it's only worth $150 and they're gonna sell it back and make a profit. But no, I'm giving an opportunity for a collector who knows the book. So if they buy it, they have the opportunity to keep it and enjoy the book than just selling it and making a profit. So that is why I say, you know what, if you know, you know. So when I drop keys, because a lot of people buy books and they don't know what it is, and they just buy books, look up the price, and that's it. Like, if a book is $80, they want to pay $40, and then they go sell it back. So that's why I came up with if you know, you know. So basically, if you know the book, you pay for it and you bid on it. If it goes for cheap, I don't care because I know the price I pay for it. Because people ask me, "Yo, why you start big books at $2? That's crazy." Because I sold a $500 book for $150, and I'm normal.
All right, you heard it right out of his mouth. Sold a $500 book, came out to $150. The man just admitted he lost lost money on this book. All right, I don't know how cheap you can get books and then still, you know, way lower sell it and then still make money. I sell books myself. Okay. My books don't sell high. I end up not really winning any money. Most of the time I end up on the losing end, but not by much, like $5-10 on a regular basis. But again, it ain't because I'm here to make tons of money. My book, again, what I sell is to reinvest. So whatever I get back, I just reinvest it to buy more books and everything. So most of the time I end. But this guy, you know, I'm losing on the end about 5-10. You know, when I'm selling stuff like that, very rarely I'll make any money when I'm selling stuff. But this guy is taking $500 books, selling for $150, and he don't see any problem with that. How does he stay in business? How does he keep the inventory? Where does he get his money? Where does he get the books that he's saying he get rock bottom prices? See, these are a lot of questions that we need, we don't know, that he doesn't explain. He just says he gets something like that. But again, the history, later on, we will find out where he began some of these books and why he says he getting rock bottom prices. Comics and Culture says, appreciate Book and Bonnie donated so much. Giveaway, yep, he did too. Yeah, so let's continue on.
Because it cost me $2 for the book, $18 for CGC, so I still make a profit. I'm happy. I'm not greedy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that just blows my mind. That blows my mind. He says he bought a book. Here's the thing: when he said in the beginning, he dives into long boxes, $1 and $2 books. He says he paid $2 for the book. Send the CGC. Okay, where the hell are you gonna get a book? Pay $2 that's worth that much money. You're spending money to get it graded, this and everything, and you're saying, yeah, well, $150. That's massive profit. You found a book for $2 that's worth 500. Really? Maybe once in a blue moon this might happen if somebody made a mistake and put it in a $2 box. I don't know. I don't see that happening. Again, he's a miracle worker. He must find shit, gold or something. I don't know what it is, but that to me does not make any sense. So let's move on.
I have a lot of books coming back from CGC, but the reason why I don't like say only certain books I say is a big key, but like certain small keys I let people enjoy, like let them have fun. That's why a lot of people like my live, because when I drop keys, I don't say what it is. I act like I don't know. And I just put it at $2. So you have the fun. That's how I came up with giveaways with the buy it. No.
All right. Again, he said it again. Keys. Listen to what he's saying. He goes hunting and $2 boxes for keys. That's the main thing, because he knows that's where the money is. He knows that's what people want. That's what people want to get their hands on. Key books. But this guy can find key books for $2. $2 he can find key books to still make a profit. Anybody who's a collector, anybody who's been out there shopping to cons, flea markets, whatever, toy shows, anything, it's almost impossible for you to find a key book for $2. Might find it for 25, 30, whatever the case may be. If you're lucky, that's if you're lucky and depending on the condition. But for $2, this guy here, it's a miracle worker. Let's keep going.
Put something in the buy now for $2.
Dollars in the bin.
For $2. And all my buy now for $2 worth over $20,000. One time I did the first appearance of Sinister in a 9.8, and I put it for $20 and buy it now.
Damn, I missed that one.
I actually went in Cove's show. You put that $2 buy in now, and I picked it up.
That was a crazy $2 buy now.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, right? you gonna put that McFarlane Batman up?
Yeah, everything here is gonna go up. But let me give you a little peek at what's coming.
All right.
First, Doctor Strange. That's a rape issue.
Listen, you could watch his streams. You could go to whatnot. If he says he's putting up that book or whatever for $2, he probably does. But my concern is that people are not paying attention. Where's he getting the books? People are not realizing. Says, how's this guy selling this book for $2? For you, you're not thinking of that because you're looking at the screen. Says, hey, he's putting this book for $2. I know how much that book's worth. He knows how much this book worth, and I want that book. He's starting at $2. Man, what a great deal! I gotta have this. It's a business pitch, guys. You're not paying attention to where he's getting the books. He's not stating. He's saying that he's finding these books for $2. Guys, tell me, anybody out there, if you found books like that for $2, please.
Invincible, Batman 423. It's like a 7 and up, but it's still a nice grade. Avengers, if you know, you know. And we have the first gunslinger.
First gunslinger, yup. I want
We
that
have
Batman,
more
man.
Foster, the first Illuminati. We have some Gold and Silver Age books.
Nice.
Yeah, we got some nice slabs.
Show off that merch.
Oof.
We got epic jerseys that we're gonna give away. So let's go.
Woo.
If you
And
know, you know.
I'm gonna start this Amazing Spider-Man 210 9.4 signed by John Romita Jr. for $2.
Mm.
Woo. Man.
That's a $600 slab. We have so everybody don't know this, right? So everybody think tour number 1 is the first appearance at Jane Foster, right? Become store.
Yeah.
The real first appearance is this one here. Tour number 2. This is the real first appearance. If you read the book, this is where she becomes. This is like the real appearance, like a whole title in the book. So now CJC now just pick it up. So now if you send this book in, now they're gonna write it here.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, this book is gonna like triple the price, more than number 1 suit.
I'm
And
looking
then
at
we got
that.
books. We have
That Venom. Oof.
we got the Marvel number 15 first Iron Fist. Cool book. So we got some cool stuff for tonight, guys. Cool stuff. We have the first silk. We got everything right now waiting for tonight. And we got some fire. Can't show off everything. You guys have to be surprised. I have over like 1, 2. I'm running all these boxes tonight, so you guys have an idea.
Woo. Man, you running those too?
Yeah, all these boxes. And look, I'm just gonna random pick a book. So you
Oof.
see what I'm saying? It's just fire.
Look at that.
Just fire in these boxes.
All right, so he proves that he got all this stuff. Doesn't say where he got it. Again, key books, high-end books, whatever. Now, people, you got to understand, all this that you see there, high-end books, cost money. Where did he spend his money? How much he paid for him to sell at a low price for you guys? That's a lot of stuff. You got to understand, he's a businessman. He needs the money to make money. If he gives away these books, if he starts a lower price, if he's not gaining any money, how is he staying in business? We don't know. But we're gonna keep watching. We're gonna find out. Not on this show, but we're gonna find out.
Actually, I saw that on your IG. I saw you got the first Star Wars Attack of the Clone Wars with the first Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex.
Yeah, I gave away one on Whatnot, and I sold one on Whatnot, and I have 3 coming back in the CGC.
Oh man, I gotta get me one. I gotta talk to you, man, because I gotta see if you come up with a price for that.
Were you there when I gave away the Venom tree? I gave
Yep,
away this.
I was there.
On Whatnot.
That was on Cole's show, I think. You gave that one.
No, on my show. That was a Tuesday. I gave away this book.
All that. Yep.
That's when I hit 2K followers, and the same night I gave away Iron Man number 1 3.0.
Oof. Gave away Iron Man 3.0. Guys rolling in dough. A lot of money coming in. He's on the uprise. He's going up. He's making himself famous here. He's dealing with everything. But let me tell you something, what he's doing behind the scenes, guys. He's learning. He's learning how to sell, what people want, meeting people, getting to know in the community, getting to know people who've been in the community for so long, trying to make connections, trying to make deals, saying, hey, my name is Epic Nation. I got a channel. I want to do business with you. That's how he's trying to get into more and more higher up and getting more access to other stuff, trying to get into that phase as a seller to getting back there. Now, guys, I said this over when I did my opinion of the nerdy girl thing. This has been going on for years. At cons and stuff, the sellers, before the doors open, they're at each other's table making deals before the people come in. It's been going on for years. As long as it's before the people get in, that's one thing. But this has been going on for years. That's business. It's business is what it is. So this is what's been going on with him. He's been meeting people. He's trying to get more and more, trying to get into more cons, meeting the right people, making connections. And this is the way he's getting more access to stuff. But the problem with that is the business that he's doing back there, they're backfiring. He's not doing what he was supposed to do. But again, that's down the line. So let's continue on.
Nice.
Man, I've been looking for that Venom book forever.
Yeah, I give away all these books. I give away grace. As I say, I give away something when you win. You feel excited. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Christmas on your show, brother.
Yeah,
It's like it's like you're the Trinidadian Oprah, man. You know, the male version. It's like everybody gets a gift.
Yep,
You get a gift. You get a comic. You get a comic. Everybody's getting something.
If you know, you know.
So, and I do the buy. No, bro. See, everybody do the giveaways, right? But the giveaways now, a lot of people just win the giveaway and they beat the room after. So it's unfair for me now. So say you in my room since 8 o'clock, right? And you're not having no fun, winning no giveaway. So now I have something for you to be excited and keep on the lookout. It's like, yo.
Again, he do these high-end giveaways to attract more people to his channel. It's all a business sense. But if you guys ever watch his Whatnot channel, okay, whenever he does a free giveaway, you see the room fill up with a lot of people because they're there for the giveaway. As soon as the giveaway person has gone there and picked the book or won the book, you see the numbers drop again. Not as much. It still keeps a lot of things there because he's selling high-end books and people want the deals. But a lot of people go there for the giveaways. Do you want people just to come to the channel just for the giveaways? Or do you want to do giveaways because you just want to give people some stuff to give away? Not to come just on the channel. They just happen to be here and just do giveaways. I mean, there's a difference.
This fucker is going to do a buy. No, I'm going to check. So I have a lot of people like Bam. That Bam guy's lucky, bro. Bam,
yeah. Amplifier?
He won like $10 buys now with some fire slab. I'm putting up slabs for $2, $5, $10.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, I know because I know you're running short on time because you got to get your show ready. But let me ask you something. So what's next for you on Whatnot? Like, what are you planning to change? Like, what new changes? What's gonna be like? What are you gonna do next?
Well, what I want to do and Whatnot, I have an interview with them next week. So they said I should be approved to be a verified seller with them. And my goal and Whatnot is to have my own exclusives.
Nice.
So like right now, I'm gonna work. I'm in the process of working with Scotty Young. I want to do big exclusives. I'm gonna do exclusive at Illuminati and stuff. But I'm talking about a Marvel exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do a Marvel exclusive, that's not different compared to point and stuff. Anything on Marvel is like you gotta get approved. There's a whole process to do a Marvel exclusive. So
like I was saying before, he's getting into the business. He want to get higher up. He want to get his own exclusive. He wants to be top dog. He wants to make that money. He wants to get his name out there. Okay, which is fine and dandy if you do the right thing, if you're doing the business right. But with him making deals, this, that, everything, trying to get stuff going up the ladder, behind closed doors, you don't know what type of business he's doing. All right, sounds good to us when he says it. Getting up there, you want the guy to succeed because the way he's sounding, but how you get there is a different story with this guy.
I'm trying to be one of the Whatnot Marvel to be one of Whatnot main seller for Marvel exclusive Marvel. Because Marvel must do exclusive famous people or comic shops. So they never really did exclusive with a Whatnot seller.
What character?
All right, first of all, let's get this straight, man. You keep hearing him say Whatnot. Whatnot is backing this guy up like 100%, no matter what this shady stuff that he's been doing or whatever. They don't care because they can't afford to lose this guy because he's got too many viewerships. Okay, he's got too many viewerships, and Whatnot does that to a lot of people that have a lot of viewership. They take care of them. We already heard stories about Whatnot giving stuff to them, bonuses or whatever the case, helping them out to grow their channel, because when they grow, they make more money. Again, money. Keep saying that. Money is everything's all about money. Whatnot don't give a damn shit. They don't care about him. They just want him to keep making money on their channel. They don't want to lose him. So let's continue on.
You're gonna do Marvel. What book? You doing Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther? What you doing?
Gwen, bro. Gwen's my favorite. Gwen, bro. Gwen Stacy.
That's my daughter's favorite. I got her whole run.
I'm working with Scotty Young right now. Both of us is working to do our exclusive with Marvel. I already I'm like 80% approved for Marvel. Do anything they want to.
Hear that, people? Did you hear that? 80% approved. Really? Scotty Young? Did it happen? He was so close, 80%. Does anybody know? Did it actually go through? Or is he just blowing, smoke?
Let's use like my tax ID and stuff, and that's it. And I 100% approve. So right now, Scotty Young is already working with an exclusive cover for me right now. For what now?
Ooh.
And then I'm different. Do something different, like Scotty Young did plenty Gwens and stuff. But how I do in the Gwen is different.
Oh, I need to get that.
Crazy. So it's just gonna be crazy, bro. And that's what I want to do in one. I want to do a lot of exclusive and just keep growing. Just keep bringing a lot of heat for people and having fun. Because if you don't have fun, then it makes no sense doing it.
Exactly.
That's it, bro. And then you see, the problem is, I love forget about the selling and stuff. I love about getting the books. That's a fun part of me. I like about going for the hunt, looking.
Listen to what he just said, people. The hunt, looking for books, makes you wonder where he gets them, where he's hunting, how he hunts, how he gets the books. Like I said, it's a miracle. Let me tell you something. If I go into a $1, $2 long box and find a book that's worth $100, $200, man, that's like hitting the jackpot lottery, once in a blue moon. But for some reason, this guy can find them easily and wherever he goes. Makes you wonder.
For collections, reading, doing research, reading right now about Doctor Strange. I was like, yo, is this going to be hot in the MCU right now? Like my biggest textbook, like what I did, which I feel proud of, was Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
And that book was cheap. I went and buy, I was looking for all those books because I already know Shuri is going to be the next Black Panther, and that's a comic book. Shuri becomes Black Panther, so I was like, yo, that's going to be fire. That book is going to go up. So I've been buying 30, 40, 50 of those books for $5, and then boom.
Hot book or whatever the case may be, but miraculously he can find 40, 50 of them for $5. 40 or 50, just like that. Where have you gone to a store, even if they had multiple copies, that they would have maybe, let's say a book that you think is going to be hot, a variant cover or whatever the case may be. So let's say with the Shuri, I went to the comic book store when that book first came out and it was on the shelf. They would have about 3, 4 copies, maybe 5, something like that. But miraculously, this guy here, he can find 40, 50 of them. So he must be going hunting or hitting all these shops, buying their 4 or 5 off the shelf to get 40, 50 copies at $5 a piece. That's a miracle in itself.
Yep. Oof.
And then Ultimate Fallout 4, those books was in dollar boxes. People didn't know about it. So when I saw the cartoon with Miles and stuff, I know that Miles book is gonna pop. I didn't know it would have gone so big how it is. I thought it would have been $100, $200 book. But
Yes.
bro, I bought 40 of the Ultimate Fallout 4, 1 to 4, and the book.
Did you hear how many copies he bought of Ultimate Fallout 4? Did you hear how many copies? 40, 50 again. It's a miracle. This guy's has no magic or something to all of a sudden miraculously get these books in big quantities for low prices. It's incredible.
Pop, and I made a lot of money on those books because I bought them for $2, $5, 4 for 20.
Miracle. Wow. $2. Magic number, $2, $5, 4 for 20. Wow. Key books, people. We're not talking about regular books that you find in the thing. We are talking about key books at these prices and tons of them, not a little bit.
The one that sold for 30 grand on Whatnot, that made the news. My LCS was telling me he's seen that on the news.
The problem is, I regret that I had the opportunity to buy one of those books.
Oof.
At a 9.8 for $2,000, and I didn't took it.
Oh.
Because I know it wasn't.
Does that make any sense to you right now? The man just said, Big Deuce just said that book just went for 30 grand or something like that, right? 30 grand for that book. And this guy all of a sudden says, oh man, I just blew an opportunity. I could have got this book at 9.8 for only $2,000. Really? Let me tell you something. This guy is a miracle worker. Oh my God. $2,000. Now, if this guy really found this book for $2,000, okay, a 9.8, $2,000, you better believe he's saying he didn't take it. But anybody in their right mind, if they had that opportunity for the 9.8 for $2,000, they would have jumped all over it. Jumped all over it. There's no way in hell that book that he had opportunity for $2,000. No.
Isn't that hot? But that wasn't really exclusive, like that's just Sky limited print, right? And stuff. So I was like, damn. But you learn from your mistakes. But then you have to be careful because sometimes you buy spec books and you pay like $2,000 for a book and then it's just drop.
Yep.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Yeah, but that's when people are telling me about spec books. I said be careful. But I was like, if you want to buy a book and wait patiently for your money and keep going up, buy ASM 1 to 5. Those books will never drop.
Right.
Or buy Silver Age books. Because Silver Age books, it's not going to climb really high, but it's still going to go up. It's not going to drop. Like First Appearance of Punisher. That book is not going to drop.
Nope.
It's just going to keep, but it's not going to go up drastically, but it's going to go up. So those are good investments for people who know style in the comics and want to invest in comics. But like the new books and stuff, like you gotta be careful. Like all these books and stuff, you gotta be careful. Because 1 minute it could be up, next minute it could be down. Like everybody think Moon Knight got a pop. Moon Knight didn't really pop how it's supposed to pop.
Yeah.
True.
Not until he gets into a movie.
But it didn't pop like how people was, this book gonna be 400, 300. I think the prices only went up by $20.
Yeah, knowing him, he probably found the book for $2.
So you just have to be careful, man. You gotta do a lot of research. You can't just jump into something and expect to make money if you don't do it.
Exactly.
Make money. You heard him. Make money. How you making money that you're finding all these high-end books? You say you're finding them for $2 and you're making money. You're keeping them in business. Doesn't make any sense. But before I move on, my man, Captain Comics says, "Hoy, mates and mermaids, what's going on? Happy holidays to." Thank you for coming down.
Like as I tell people, if you're in the comics some money, you can't do it. You gotta have a passion for it. So like say you buy a book and it didn't make the money, but you still like the book. So at the end of the day, you have it for yourself. Because I bought a lot of books and it never reached the mark I wanted to reach. But I'm happy with it. Because at the end of the day, I buy it and I really just sell it, buy it to keep it too. Yep. So as I said, the hunt is a feeling. It's not about selling. It's about the feeling. It's about buying a book and you do your research and stuff and you love the book too, or you love reading and stuff and you buy the book and then 2 months after the book with like 10 times more.
He does his homework to find key books. Let's get that straight out. He does his homework to look for key books, not regular books. This, that, and everything. He wants to buy key books. He knows that people buy key books. Key books sell. Okay, but again, the prices he says he gets them at, $2, the quantity that he gets them at, it's incredible. So again, think of where he's getting his stuff out. For us, we don't care when a book goes up and it's a decent, low price. Of course, we're as buyers, collectors, we want to get a deal. But where the book's coming from, where is he getting it? That's the thing, and you can see he's telling out of his own mouth. This is coming out of his mouth. How much is he paying for the books? Big quantities, okay? And he doesn't mind selling it, he says, this, that, and everything. So how do you stay in business? How do you get those books? He said he upgraded that book a couple of times by selling the book. We all know you sell the book, it's not going to come out the same amount. You use the money and then you still have to come money out of your pocket. All right. So to upgrade. So let's keep going. We're almost at the end of this video, and I still got some other videos to show.
Exactly.
I love it. I'm sitting on books now. I'm waiting.
Books. Like for the hip hops, nobody didn't know the hip hops would have popped.
I love the hip hops. I got about like 30 or 40 of them. I missed the Miles one though. I couldn't get on the Miles, but I like the hip hop.
I actually sold one at Whatnot a couple of days ago. I think the last Tuesday I sold one at Whatnot.
Wow, I like the Miles, but I'm into the hip hop because you know, I grew up listening to hip hop, so I got a lot of the hip hop covers. But then it just popped when that Miles Nas hip hop pop. It hit like $400 or $500. I was like, man,
that book pop.
it's crazy over the animated movie. It was crazy.
All right, brother. I know, like I said, we know you're pressed for time right now.
I'm
and we're definitely gonna be jumping on your show.
Oh yeah.
In a couple of in a half hour when it comes in. But real quick, before we end, just let everybody know again what you got going on when you come on, and just rep yourself and anything else you want to rep.
All right, guys. First of all, I say thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Both of you guys. Thank you. And yeah, bro, it's epic Tuesday.
All right, guys. So what did we learn from this interview? Guys did the Big Deuce and Boy Scott did the great interview and everything. But what did we learn? One, he gets his books, $2. He goes into hunting. He hunts $2 long boxes, $5 for 20. He only finds key books, people. He only gets key books. Okay. Quantity at the time, 40, 50 copies. All of a sudden, he can get 40, 50 copies of key books with no problems. Another thing I just want to mention, take a look at his name on the video. It says Epic Nations Collectibles. It's now Epic Nations Collections. We're going to go down the line and find out why the name has been changed later on. So that's what we learned from him. And this is coming out of his mouth. He said it. There's no disputing it. Came out of his mouth. The incredible shopping, hunting, how he gets his hands on his books. It's a miracle. Now, that was before he really came up a different way, the bad way, I would say. And we're going to find out. And we're going to watch this video. All right. And we're going to talk about this video. This is where it started. This is where he screwed up. Let me. Did I? Hold on. I'm trying to get the. Hold on. I gotta try to get the right one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got multiple videos. All right. Okay. I got multiple videos that we're gonna be covering because it's a lot. All right, guys. This is where everything went wrong with Epic Nation. This is where he screwed up and got caught. All right. So if you guys don't know these two gentlemen here, they're the guys that hosted a Queens comic party in Queens, which was a comic show. So this interview, we're going to find out from these guys what happened, what went down, what really went down. And we're going to see videos and everything. So let's see. Hold on a second.
Another episode of Queen's Comic Podcast and our first recorded video. I'm Ian.
I'm Billy.
And we're here with a less celebratory episode than usual, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, dude. Usually we have some party ass lines to talk about or some great stuff or great stories. We had a terrible incident on Saturday.
We did. We were set up at our show in Brooklyn and one of our vendors was stolen. And I'll let you take it from here since you were the one involved with it more than I was. I just got really angry.
Yeah. We did a regular Brooklyn Invasion show, and as usual, we have people coming from all over, and it was a lot of new people. But somebody who showed up to a couple of our shows showed up, who has a Whatnot channel, and a lot of people wanted him to come in. I'm sorry to say this, but like I'm gonna call him out on this one. It's like Epic Nation Collection on Whatnot. And he kind of made this blow up beyond belief that we had to talk about it now on our own podcast. So we allowed him in early, which I didn't know was like a tactic that other vendors told me they no longer want him inside early at shows because of this, where he gets to look at the stuff early while you're still setting up. I did not know why at the time because I did not even.
All right, guys, this is what I mentioned before, how before a show or a con opens, a lot of the dealers, a lot of the sellers who are already inside go to each other's tables to make deals, to look at books, to buy books before the regular general mission people come in. It's been going on for years. That's okay. But in this instance, this guy wasn't really supposed to be there, but we're going to listen to what he says.
Know that the guy was a seller. I just thought he was some random guy that bought comics. I thought what we call him is variants guys, like a guy who just buys a lot of variants.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, whatever, come on in. At first I was hesitant, but like one of the vendors was like, oh, just let him come in and he buys from me a lot. I said, all right, no problem. I didn't make it a big deal. So he goes to a lot of tables. He buys from our table. He buys from everybody. So I'm like, oh, cool. You know, I did the right thing. I talked to his worker. I was like, yo, my bad if I'm very hesitant to let people in. I have some guys complaining. You know, it's true, but like we're used to partying and let people in, but we let them in early. Around 12 o'clock, at 12:30, we discovered that an Amazing Spider-Man 300 was missing. And also, and not at first we saw this, but when I ran up into the security room because we realized we have a camera, somebody ran up after me telling me, oh, we're also missing a Doctor Strange 169, which is the very first solo Doctor Strange title.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
Not
we're going to
cool.
look it up, man. 2 books. Sorry to say it like that. It's the only way I can be frustrated, man.
Yeah.
Because I've never had books disappear like that. And as the promoter, I'm responsible for it. So I put on the video camera from 9 o'clock. Actually, no, first I checked from 12 to 12:30 because I'm sure it's from the last 30 minutes somebody stole it and left, you know? Instead, I found nothing. So then I had to rewind all the way to 9:30 from us setting up till 11:40, 11:40 something. And every time I saw somebody come up to that table and hold that Spider-Man 300 with an iconic cover, you cannot miss this. You can hold it. It's even distance, and the camera shot is perfect on it. I said, "Oh no, not this guy. I don't know who this guy is. It's a stranger. Oh no, this new guy who's very funny. I hope it's not him." And everybody kept putting it back. And then I get to these 2 guys, the 2 guys we let in earlier, and then
All right, you heard what he said. He had to go back to the video, wind it all the way back to where they wasn't even open yet for the general missions. It wasn't open yet, but he, for some reason, he let these guys in because somebody in there knew him and let him in. That's how he got in. And he was at the table early, and you know, it just went downhill.
Caught it, and I was like, "Oh my god, these guys who bought a bunch of books from us stole 2 books." And I tried to be a nice guy about it. I found another vendor. I asked all of it. Anybody knows this guy's name? So he gave me his phone number. We texted him. He goes, "Oh no, my employee took it." And my employee didn't take it. If he kept denying. He goes, "Do you have any proof of it?" I sent him the video.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "I'm gonna go to his house and check if it's there." I said, "Okay, but if it's there," no, I didn't even say, "But if it's there," I said, "Either pay me in Zelle for this books, $1,050, or bring them back."
Mm-hmm.
That's your only.
All right. So again, caught on tape. He denied everything. He saying that it was his worker that did it. Okay. Again, 2 books that were taken, key books. Not just any random book or whatever, 2 key books. Who collects a lot of keys? Who sells a lot of keys? How do we know? He says he goes hunting. He says he gets them for dirt cheap. Makes you wonder.
2 options on this because I have you on camera. I'm not making a big deal. Accidents happen. And the guy kept escalating. What I didn't realize, he was doing this tactic where he's talking so much that he exhausts you, but he was doing it through text. And I wasn't answering any phone calls.
Right.
I was not playing this game. Just tell me you're bringing it back. From what?
That was smart.
1:30.
Let me interrupt you quickly because that was smart. Because had you answered the phone calls, there'd be no record of it.
Not at all. Nobody.
Whereas now you've got those text messages, and we can get to that in a minute. I'll let you finish. Sorry, but
no problem. So,
on your part.
yeah. It's just I learned enough to be like, yo, this is what happened. This is what's going on. He finally relented and was like, I found them. I'll bring him back. I said, okay. It's about 2:45.
Let me just stop there real quick. You heard what he was saying before, that he talked to him. He told me he just wanted a book, so send him the money back, this certain thing. But he escalated. Epic escalated the conversation and kept on and on and on and on. If you're a person and your worker stole a thing, you would be so freaking pissed off that your worker made you look so bad that you would be so apologetic, do everything you can to say, I am so sorry, my worker did it, and we try to resolve this problem as well as not escalate it, to a point. And you see how he that's what he does with everything. He escalates everything and it comes out of his mouth. So before we go, I got more people in the chat. My man Easy Go says he got the books for cheap because he steals them from people. Yeah. He's a yeah. And my man Biggs is here. Epic live right now. Whatnot. Over 200 people in the live stream. Shake my head. It is what it is because people just see the deals. They don't realize where he's getting the books. They just don't care. They only see they want the deals and that's it. So let's continue on with this.
And I was like, hey, you coming back? No answer, no answer. Then he calls me. This time I answer, I said, just bring it back. That's it. I'm not going to say any more details from that because that's all speculation no matter what. 3:30, he shows up. Another vendor runs out, does not tell us that he's here. Runs out and brings the 2 books back. He goes, here you go, guys. The guy just dropped it off. He called me.
All right. Here's a flag right here, people. Here is a big flag. All right. Criminals, people who are scamming, thieves, or whatever you want to call it, have a body language that doesn't matter what they say, is how they act. And this is a perfect example of a person who feels guilty, not because of his worker, guilty, that didn't even go inside and be so I am so sorry. Here's the book. Oh my God, I can't believe he did it. You will feel so sorry that you had nothing to do with it. And that's how a real person who's innocent would have reacted. A person who knew what was going on, who had a hand in it, that knew what was going on, felt guilty, didn't want to go inside the store and give back the book. That's a big flag right there. And shout out for these gentlemen here. This gentleman here took it like a champ, man. He did it calmly. He did what he's supposed to do. He didn't yell. He just wanted the book. He just wanted to resolve the problem. But Mr. Epic over there wanted to keep, the arguing about this, that, and everything. What's the proof? Then didn't want to answer his calls, when he returned the books. Again, another way of a person who's guilty trying to get away from what they did. It's like so obvious. It's not even funny. So let's continue on.
He refused to come in.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. We're not exactly those nerds you push over.
Right.
And, robbing somebody, is not something that works out.
We're bigger than average nerds.
Yeah, I could take this as a benefit of doubt. I screwed up in one thing, is that when I was going on the security camera, it turned on all the other TV screens. So other people saw it. So other people were mad because they have incidents with this guy as well. I had no idea. This whole time, I knew nothing of this man.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I see him at shows. He calls me, hey, Queen's Comic Party, and then keeps it moving. I said, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know this guy from Joseph or Mary, So I never knew his name. I never knew that he had a Whatnot show. What had happened was the next day I'm watching the Jets game, and people were posting a scam alert, and it's the photo of his worker holding the book and him. And actually, no, they're not even holding the photo. They're not. The photo they took was just them in front of the table. Scammer alert, all this stuff, and it just drew like wildfire.
Yeah,
and everybody started repost.
Yep.
So he starts texting me, Kevin, called Epic Nation. He's a guy I have a huge following. These people are posting, and I looked up his Whatnot page. I looked it up after the whole incident. I blew it off, like whatever it happens. He went into like overload, like yelling, tell these people to remove it. I said, I don't know all these people. I know some, but I don't know everybody. And he posted actually one of my friends. But then he goes, if he doesn't do it, I'm going to post this photo and say that he's a scammer. And he took a photo of the man's wife.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I snapped.
All right. Again, body language, how this guy, Kevin, reacting how, you know, the guy did it, you know, he went presenting himself, didn't yell at the guy. He just wanted his books. He made the money. Now, you know, everybody knows about it. He's mad because he has a big, like he said, a big following, and he got caught. That's why he's upset. He got caught. All right. And now he wants to post somebody else's thing. Now he's blowing up this, that, and everything. For what reason? Just let it die. Just let it die. But no, he's going to escalate it. Makes no sense.
And I yelled at him. I said, "You do not pick fights with people's family." And he goes, "Oh, now you're going to step up. You know who I am?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Just ask who I am. Just come find me. You'll see me at every goddamn show. You can come get me." But he kept saying he's going to have people run up on them. In New York, that means you're going to come up and mug us.
Yeah, that's a threat.
That's a threat. That's a threat. I'm a New Yorker. He says, yeah, he's going to come after me. Come on. Come after me then. All right. Now, we just went from a guy getting caught at a con stealing 2 high-end books, key books. Okay. First of all, he makes a phone call. He's very polite to the guy. He just either wants the money, wants to resolve this whole problem. First thing Epic does, oh, what, you know, this, that, everything, wants to bring it up, chart, blah, 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 blah. Then when it's time to bring the book back, doesn't answer his phone call. Then he doesn't go inside, apologize, bring in the books. Okay, now this happens. Now he's bringing other family into it just because he got caught.
Plus are established.
That's a threat of physical violence, and that's illegal.
Yeah, and he's doing it towards the guy's wife.
Yeah.
Not even to the man, to the guy's wife, which is an extra level of shitbaggery.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, I'll do my best to tell this guy, but do not post it. But my man has so many enemies on this world. This man, Kevin, this guy, I tried to talk him off a ledge, literally, and I was like, "Listen, because why do people fight me?" I'm like, "You're a big fish in the sea of comics."
Oh yeah,
you have 30,000 followers on Instagram, on what do they call it, whatnot.
Yep.
And he couldn't let that go, and I said, because he was so happy, I was like, "All right, just calm down, don't have a heart attack. You return the books, whatever, let it die, let it fucking die." So later that night, he goes on Instagram Live. And this is how much people don't like him. Another show of guys went on who did a live stream while he's doing his live stream.
Yeah, and let's give them credit. That was the Comic Con podcast. That was the Comic Con podcast guys who did that, and they handled it. They were kind of poking fun at him because Kevin blowing up and telling everyone to suck his dick and freaking out and taking giant puffs of hookah while he was doing it was insane.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah.
Again, you heard what he said. Let it die. Again, this could have been all squashed, taken care of professionally, which he didn't. Epic, again, the way he acted, he went after somebody's wife. Like, he's not even a man enough to go after a man or say something to a man. He goes after somebody's wife. How cowardly is that? Okay. We got the Immortal Boogie Shack says, let it die. Thank you, Immortal Boogie Shack. Again, we're going down through a lot of stuff that's been going on. Because again, the way to help against this guy, all right, is to get the word out there. We must get the word out there. More people must know about this guy and what he's been going on scamming wise, all right, because it's starting to affect him. It's starting to affect him because down the line we're going to get into more details of what he's been doing, retaliating. All right, there's more to come. More to come. This guy doesn't know when to shut the hell up and let it die. All right. He just keeps making it worse. You know, I still don't understand how he's still got so many followers and whatnot. But again, whatnot is backing him up. He knows whatnot's not going to let him go. Okay. He's got all these followings because whatnot's helping him. And these people keep buying it because the people on that show either know about him and don't care where he's getting the books because they've seen the deal, or people on there have no clue of what's going on. You know, so the best way is to get his name out there. Just keep going because it's starting to affect him and he sees it slowly but surely. But the thing is about criminals, he's been doing it so long. He's got a big chip on his shoulder. Like he showed him in his video, he says he's a big fish. He thinks that he's been doing it so long that he can't be touched. Whatnot's not going to do nothing to him. So he feels invincible. The problem with people like that, criminals and stuff like that, once they make that one mistake, sooner or later down the line, it's going to end. It will catch up to you. Eventually, it will catch up to you. And you know what happens with a type of person this guy is? Once he finally gets caught, he's going to cry like a baby. He's going to cry like a baby, blame everybody else, and then do it, and he'll be dropping names left and right. And most of that pick is the jabroni. I agree. It is onion, a lot to lay. Yes. So let's continue on because we still got a lot of
probably
video.
edit something out if I need to.
Please just pause 1 second. I'm sorry. I got to hold on. Okay. My job won't stop calling me this one fool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'll pause the recording.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I see him calling over and over again, this guy. Oh, no. It's not. It's somebody harassing me.
Oh, all right. So
it's another harasser because that's the other part of the story that's really driving me crazy.
Right.
Holy shit. And it's all over America calling me because now I'm getting called from Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so that's normal.
This is what Captain Stupid does this time because he loses his mind. Now I have the boy like guy calling me.
That's how sane.
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah. So the Comic Com podcast guys with Nemesis Prime and
we're gonna see that interview with Nemesis Prime. I do have that video after this video is over. But again, listen to what he just said. He just got a phone call harassed by a person who thinks Epic Nation is not at fault or whatever it is. Epic Nation type person that is on their side that has either no clue what's going on or don't care.
A few other guys there. They streamed his live Instagram insanity. So I mean, it's on the web.
Oh yeah.
It's not coming down.
Dude, and he lost his mind sending me their posts, and I was so confused because I didn't know any of those guys.
Right.
But now I follow all of them because they're funny as sin.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, okay, all right. So like, buddy, calm down. But here's where it gets crazy. In between cursing, and then I did say something in the text message when he was talking about coming after everybody, like he's gonna run up on him, and how like, oh, I'm trying to be tough. I said, yo, just go to any show and ask for the fat Albanian guy with tattoos, and they'll know who I'm talking about. And then and then his whole podcast, oh, you Albanians, you want to come after me, and he gets real racist on that shit. Yeah. And I was like, you could, and that's when I went on, and I went on his Prince Comic Run. He kept booting me, he kept kicking me off. And then when I went on his Billy Bombs, I guess he doesn't know my name is Billy Bombs.
Right. Well, he will when he sees this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Right.
What a wild guy. Whatever he was smoking at hookah was a new level.
Well, he was on the Instagram Live for an hour and a half, 90 minutes, just going off. And like I said,
guys, if you guys didn't see that, this is again Epic Nation's big mouth digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't understand how people not watch this and realize that there's something wrong with him. There's something really, really wrong with him. He's there for the money. He doesn't care about you. He's doing a lot of things that are shady. Why are you supporting this guy? Just because he's selling a book at a crazy price? You guys don't care where he's getting the books? God forbid, if your books were stolen, how would you feel that the person that stole your books are selling it dirt cheap and people are picking up your books that you hold possession of, that you wanted so bad? They're getting at a great deal because they don't care. How would you feel? Why would you do this? Why would you be the other person buying the books then? That makes no sense. We got Brian LCS says Merry Christmas BLC. What's going on? So
the Comic Com podcast has recorded a lot of it. It's on their channel. And then after the Instagram feed ended, then Keep It Thorough Comics podcast picked up the news and they ran with it too. And Thorough, who I don't.
We will also cover Keep It Thorough's video also. So like I said, this is a long thing going on.
No, personally, I've met him once or twice, but he seems like a cool guy. He used to be a cop, and so he gave some pretty interesting insight into how to deal with
getting doxxed.
Yeah.
And like, you have to do something about that. And that's when I got worried because of all people, he's an Astoria kid, I'm an Astoria kid, so I get it. You know what I mean? Like we're Queens people.
Right, and yeah,
and he wasn't like, oh, he was like, you got to do something about that.
And we should mention that, yeah, he did dox you during the live stream. He held your cell phone number up to the camera, and he's like, "Here it is, here it is."
Yeah, and
felony.
And everybody kept asking me when. So during that time, I posted he posted a video of the incident, but he cut out the part where they stole the books.
Oh yeah, he posted a video that was about 5 seconds long instead of about 40 seconds long.
It's 1 minute and 9 seconds altogether that he has in his.
So again, Epic Nation went on there, showed a video, the same clip that everybody was watching, but of course he cuts out the part where they steal the books. Why would you go and show that without showing the whole video and just taking out the piece that you stole? Again, you're feeling guilty, you're a thief, you're not gonna throw yourself under the bus, so you cut out the part that you stole the book. Stupid move. Let's continue on.
His possession. So I posted the first 30 seconds on the story because I was like, yo, hopefully he stops after this. This is it. We got you. Let it be. Of course not. Of course not. He keeps going and he posts my number and then he keeps going. I am a big fish. I'm a big fish. Yeah. I was like, dude, I wish I never saw that movie from Tim Burton because that's where I got Big Fish from. So I was like, holy crap, this guy's losing his mind. And the docs thing didn't happen. It didn't bother me at first because I was like, the community is really good in comics. What I had to do is I had to post all the text messages and then Comic.com read them all. Everything he said between me and him. But some people were asking me the next day, people were asking me stuff about it. I said, I posted up there, you could read it, all that stuff. And and then the next day comes and people are calling me, asking me for interviews to do a video for people who work at Elite Comics and some people because they're trying to do something for Nerdy Girl and some other people who are vendors as well. I have no idea where this is going because this is all like a surprise to me.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's going on? There was an incident somewhere in Buffalo they're bringing up, and I was like, dog, I know Queens. That's it.
Yeah.
But the one thing they kept asking me is like, how?
He's talking about there was a show in Buffalo with Nerdy Girl and Epic Nation. Again, there's a video where my man Keep It Thorough had Nerdy Girl. They talked about that incident, this, and everything. It does not stop. It just gives you an idea of the shady crap that's going on behind scenes on these comics and stuff, how they exchanging and how they stepping over each other. It's just amazing me how the things are going on behind the scenes. And again, people don't know it. If you don't say it, if you don't explain it, if you don't get it out there and people don't know about it, it's just going to keep on going. This is the reason why we have to, if you have something to say, this is the reason why I'm doing this video. Again, let me make it perfectly clear. I am not doing this for subs. I am not doing this for viewership. I am doing this to get the word out there so people can see what type of person this is and stay away from him. Be aware. And the only way to find out is you have to get the information out there. People must speak about it, not just sit around and not say nothing. Okay, this is the reason why I'm doing this. Let's move on.
How come you're not posting text messages? You're just posting instant messages. I said, what are you talking about? And then they showed me my own text. I was like, no, those are texts. He goes, yeah, but it just says Epic Nation on there. I said, oh, because I'm not going to dox him.
Right.
I'm not going to post his real phone number. I was like, I can delete the contact name and just show you his number, which is what he did. But that's some crappy behavior, so I'm not going to do that.
Right. It's also illegal, so yeah.
yeah. Forget anything else. Like just that. And the one thing that bothers me about the Keep It Thorough live stream was that the guy Sub-Zero said that he lost $50,000 in comics over a year ago. And comics fluctuate. So
all right, listen to what he said there. There's a video with Sub-Zero did an interview. Now, if you guys don't know who Sub-Zero is, Sub-Zero has a channel, and it was a business associated with Epic Nation. Okay? Here's the key. They were business at one point. And then, like I always say, when you're doing business, especially this guy, Where was he getting his key books? Remember that. He says he buy key books at discount prices. Okay. Now here's a business associate that lets us know what's going behind the scenes. And it gives you an idea where Epic got some of the books. But let's continue on.
You don't know if he lost more than that
Right.
or less than that, but he still owes the people the amount.
Yeah.
And talking about like he gives you a little bit of money, and then because that wasn't the only guy who said that. Other people have told me that too.
Mm-hmm.
They say where he sends you a little bit of money, and then he's like, "Oh, I gave you something. Don't act like I didn't give you nothing." And you're like, "Yeah, but I still need the rest."
Right.
And you feel bad because this guy has a wife and kids. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm just a bum. Like you know what I mean? It's just me. I'm not worried. It's me and my dog.
Yeah.
You know, dog food's not that expensive. So, but kids, life, everything. You know, you feel bad.
So you heard how a little bit how he does. He reels you in, says, "Hey, you know," he gives you that selling pitch. Oh, listen, let's go into business. There's gonna be a lot of money. We'll do good transaction. So the business takes off little by little. It moves along. You have no problems with them. All right, but you start to see that you're not getting all your money that you're supposed to get. You're getting a little bit at a time. He's telling you should be satisfied with it, but meanwhile, he's getting more books, but you're getting the short end of it. All right. And you heard the amount that he owes Sub-Zero, $50,000. Now, $50,000 worth of books is a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. So let's continue on.
Bad for this guy. So now we were like, what are we going to do with this? With the podcast, I was like, oh, we'll talk about it on here. And then I realized we have to contact Whatnot, because if it is stolen books at a lot of shows and they're being accused across everything, I have to contact them for the doxing part. Because I wasn't even mad about the doxing until I started getting calls in the middle of the night last night.
Yeah, which is insane. There's no reason.
People calling me in patois. I don't want to say the word they called me, but it's like a lot of gay slurs.
Yeah.
And I was really angry about that. So I was like, you know what? Hell with it. I'm going to post the whole video of the entire robbery. Let everybody look. So,
all right. So, guys, what we just learned right now. Here's a guy, right? Those 2 books stolen. Found out who it was, got the video, hunt down the person that did it, make communication, says, hey, I just want the 2 books, so give me the amount. Simple transaction, didn't yell, took a classic man as it is. Epic, act like a little boy, little kid, you know, screaming and kicking and stuff like that. Then the video came out. Now he's getting harassed on the phone. You know, this poor guy here who didn't do nothing wrong, who didn't start none of this, had nothing to do with it. All by Epic Nation's freaking people that follow him, that bunch of idiots that either, again, don't care or what's going on. They just want to support a thief, an idiot, scammer, whatever you want to call it. This poor guy is taking the blunt of nothing he did. He had nothing to do with. Is that, does that make any sense? But here's the thing. Retaliation. He got a phone call. He's getting harassed. And it doesn't stop here, people. It does not stop here. It continues on. So let's keep going.
Some people are like, oh, I thought you guys were letting it go. I was like, yeah, we tried. We really tried,
I'm sorry. I just thought one more person came in. Shout out Luis Ramirez 504. Thank you for coming down. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go back to the video.
We tried. But this guy has so many stories. He got thrown out of Route 110. They banned him for this because they said they don't want to deal with this if there is any
All right, let me talk about stop there. Yes, he's been booted out of a comic show. Route 110, if I believe it's somewhere in Long Island. So again, so at this point in time, all right, in the beginning where he got caught, he was already booted out of a show in Long Island. He already had issues at a Buffalo show with Nerdy Girl. Okay, now this happened. So as you can see how it's starting to tumble, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's being exposed and it's just getting great. And it doesn't stop here, guys. It just keeps on going with this guy.
Kind of chicanery. We book shows for other people, so we have tables there. So he's not going to come because I book it. You know what I mean? I just wanted this
So he is now banned for the comic Queen's comic party. So he's not allowed at that show now. So now he's banned from 2 shows. hopefully he is banned from every show.
Resolved and returned, but it just would, gonna add up.
And the thing is, this all could have been solved very easily if he'd simply said, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, if he just said,
if he just apologized instead.
Yeah, instead he had to play like tough guy, and I don't think he gets it. We're not those guys that you're like you can push around and rob and all that stuff. We're gonna try and get our stuff back. I am not paying somebody $1,000 for 2 books.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm not giving nobody $50 without having a fight over it.
Right.
Forget way more than that. So now he's he's in for the pen, was it in for the pinch, in for the pound, whatever. Like that's it. But the problem with him is that the stories keep coming out about him today.
Yeah.
And I have to say something about him because they're crazy as sin. And they're like, he set up a booth at Big Apple Con and said he was a facilitator collecting books, and people had to run up and be like, yo, get out, you don't work here.
There you go, guys. Like I said, now he got that big chip on his shoulder. He thinks he's invincible. Okay? He thinks he's all that. What happens when you got that mentality? You had an issue at Buffalo. Now you got kicked out of two shows. Now you're at Big Apple. Now you're saying that what you are, that you're not. You're a CGC facility, and you're not even supposed to be in the show. He's getting kicked out. He's getting kicked out of a show. Doing it to himself. It's starting to crumble. It's starting to crumble. It's incredible.
You don't work here, dude. You can't be grabbing people's books.
Well,
and then Terrific Con, I don't know which guy it was. He got in a fight with a guy and he told him, "Oh, let's step outside." And the guy's like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Let's go." And they said they almost had to get security to make him leave the booth because it was closing time. The guy refused to leave for 8 hours. He probably peed on himself. Dude, I don't mean to be mean, but holy smoke, don't pick a fight and then you're like, "Oh crap, I can't leave." Because it's just crazy to us. I would enjoy this if this was a sitcom or if it wasn't me.
It would be funny if it was somebody else.
Yeah, but I'm like, wow, bro, you're wild, man. And don't get me wrong, his shows are fun. When you're crazy, it's fun. But now you're like, it's one thing to get knocked down in price. It's another to just lose it completely. And then in the video, you see his employee so happy running away with the books.
And then he fired his employee live on Instagram.
Yeah, and then, oh my God. The guy was in the room the whole time. He was hiding in the bathroom, probably.
He was like off on the side. You could see him in a couple of shots. He took the video down. I have a copy of it. He took it down, but it was backed up like a half hour ago, as were the text messages that he deleted. Those were backed up, but comments were turned off.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's trying to cover himself because Whatnot finally got back to us. And they were like, was it during the live stream? And I'm like, no, it was during his live stream on Instagram for the show that advertises your show. And here's the video of the stolen books, because a lot of sellers reached out to them saying, hey, he's selling stolen books and some of them may be mine.
Well, he did on his show last night, October 30th. He had a show around, it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. And there were books that I sold him that day in the stream. So yeah. I can't say that the books he stole would have been sold on Whatnot last night. I can't say that definitively. But books from the show he was at were being sold in that live stream.
Yeah, and they're a fun live stream. It's like 400 people in there. A lot of people talking about the elephant in the room.
Yep.
The funny part is on Whatnot, I changed the name to Queen's Comic Party, and I entered his giveaway just to see if it would win. And I thought that would break his brain.
It might.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I just couldn't help it. It's a free book, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if I won, that would have been some TV moments.
It would have been pretty great, yeah. But in terms of like what Whatnot can do, it's tricky. Like I don't know. Like okay, first of all, he represents them whether they want him to or not. He's a big fish. We all know he's a big fish. He's a huge fish.
Yeah.
But if what he's doing is off their platform, I don't know what they can legally do.
Well, my man Toro's been, like I said, has been on this for a long time, and just to shoot ahead, so Whatnot's not going to do absolutely nothing to Epic Nation whatsoever, because they can't afford to lose him because he gets too many viewership. Again, it comes down to money, guys. It comes down to money. But here's the funny thing is, he's on Whatnot right now, but if something comes along, another platform that's hot that everybody's running to, and then they start to leave Whatnot, this Epic Nation is going to jump ship and leave him. He don't care, and he's going to go into the new platform again, start up a new place, and start selling his shenanigans again. You know, it's a continuation. So, but Whatnot's not gonna do absolutely nothing to this guy.
I mean, they can say you're acting like an asshole and get rid of him for that reason.
They're not
That
even
might
gonna
be
do
a
that.
reason enough.
Mhm.
Are they going to do that to somebody who has tens of thousands of followers? I guess we're going to.
Yeah, I was so surprised. He had like 30,000 followers, and I was like, I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody wants it, but like, if you're making so much money, but you owe this gentleman with a family $50,000, you are accused of stealing books from Buffalo, and then you have a problem at Terrificon with books disappearing, and then like people randomly bringing up stuff from a year ago, and I was like, dude, I'm just trying to deal with today.
So there you go, guys. You're hearing it little by little, right? People having issues with books being stolen, books not arriving, people that he owes money, $50,000 worth of books. Remember in the beginning, he says he goes hunting for books. He finds these gems for $2. Makes you wonder where he really gets the books now. And he can sell them dirt cheap and not care about them. It's starting to come up. It's starting to pop up. The reason why is when people start, telling everybody what's been going on, how it really goes down. When the news gets out there, people know. People know. Can't be quiet about it. You have to speak up. Let's continue on.
Hey, yeah. But we have to be speculators a little bit and be like, yo, is that where he's getting his good prices? Is that like some of this stuff just falls off a truck?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he could yell and scream at me all he wants about it, or threaten to jump me with all his friends, which I wish him good luck. He's one of those guys who definitely looked at a grizzly bear on TV and said, I can fight him. Then he went to the zoo and saw the size of the bear.
Now it shouldn't have to come to that, but
I hope not, because this was just easy enough. It just was so many hours to get back that book that I left without the money pouch of my own stuff.
I know.
And thank God you took it, because I forgot. My brain, I was drunk. I felt like I was drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was
the last couple hours of that show where everybody was feeling it. It was nuts. And it's like I said to you the other day, I flipped out when I found out it happened. You've never seen me really pissed off before. You got to see me really pissed off the other day. And it wasn't just because the books were stolen. Although obviously that was a huge part of it. It was because stealing the books, that act, all right, pissed all over the community, that guys like you especially, and me, and the other vendors, and everyone who attends the Queen's Comic Party, everyone has worked really hard to build that environment, right? A very inclusive, welcoming, friendly environment where people can show up, talk comics for a few hours, get some books that they like, hang out, have a good time, have a few beers if they want. It's a great environment for anyone who's interested in comics. And then these two assholes show up, and within a couple of minutes, they break it.
Yeah, 100% agree with what he just said. The reason why I'm pissed off because I'm a collector for so many years, and having a person like this do something this dirty, and the way he acts and retaliates, it's incredible. And these two gentlemen here handle it very, very well. A lot of people, it's just getting bigger and bigger. I don't even know what to tell you right now. This is the reason why I have to get this out of my system. So let's continue on.
Yeah. And the messed up part is the people, I did talk to, we have vendors who are cops. Mm-hmm. And we have vendors who are like, how do I say this, in cybersecurity. And some of them mentioned, they're like, oh, it's a 2-man operation. And I was like, oh, explain. They're like, one guy to beat down the owner about stuff, and the other guy just to grab a few things and go. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want.
Listen, if anybody's seen a lot of TV shows, cop shows, or whatever, this is a common practice of real people, real thieves out there that do this all the time. Okay, one person occupies the person vending, and the other one does the stealing, man. So for him to say that he had nothing to do with it, he didn't know what's going on, man, I'm sorry, but I don't think so. But we have to see the video, and you tell me when you see the video what you think.
want to accuse the guy of that, but I guess on the footage on here, the problem is I give people too many chances.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest flaw. And then you get screwed again. People are worried he's going to show up and fight with me at our next show on November 11th in Elks Lodge. Go for it. Go for it, man. I'm tired. I just want to have a show. I want people to come in. I want people to get sports.
Just to give you a heads up, he never went, Epic never went to the Elks Lodge in November 11th. So nothing ever happened.
Cards, because we're doing cards that day. We're doing Pokemon. And then you got 20 tables filled with comics of people who are going to have a good time. But all of them are tradesmen. Just heads up. Not a single guy there is what do they call, like a coward in anything. They either take care of their family like men or women who take care of everything. We have a couple of women sellers here and there, but they're tough as nails. And then you have electricians, plumbers, firemen, cops, me, a super, you working in industrial jobs. We're not exactly pushovers. We're not the guys who people think of when you say nerd. We're the guys at football games. And thank God the Jets won, because I would be a lot more mad if I went through all this shit and I still saw them lose. You know, I sound like a little kid, but I was so happy. Because in between the texts is me saying, yo, they really got to cover this drive. And I was looking at it and I was like, I look like such a goofball because I don't realize that this guy's telling me crazy shit while I'm watching the Jets lose the stupidest, most boring game of my life. But it was exciting as shit.
So there's your silver lining.
Yeah, we won. We got the books back, and now I got a bunch of people who want to see what the next show happens. Maybe he's going to show up. Maybe he's going to pick a fight. Maybe he's going to show up with the whole squad. As long as they pay their money at the door, I'm happy. Because everybody was like, what if he shows up with 10 guys? I was like, $5 a man.
Yeah,
that's it.
There you go.
You know, free bag of books.
They don't get to come in early, though.
10 of them.
They don't get to come in early, though. And there's probably security cameras there they might want to be aware of.
There's going to be a lot. Well, we got Jason Voorhees at the door this time.
Do we?
Yeah, one of the guys who plays Jason Voorhees is one of the vendors.
All right, so
that's right.
It's off. So you got the main scoop of what happened at this place. All right, and this video, they didn't show the video, but we're going to be watching another video of the actual video of what they stole. Because like I said, this has been going on so long, and those were the guys that were running the show, or where it all started, the downfall, exposed, I should say, because he was already getting banned from shows. Now he got banned from that one. And with his big mouth and the way he don't know how to talk, just makes it worse. Let me find out. Okay, the next video. Give me a second. Okay.
Who's hanging out with us, but I appreciate the people that are coming in here. All right. Who's stop with the background noise. All right, let's go ahead and start this. We don't ever go live. So I'm excited.
Comic podcast.
Juices have been going all day.
Nemesis Prime and
okay.
People, they're gonna talk about.
Oh, Doug, what's going on? So yeah, let's start from the beginning, from where I found out about this. My buddy, Code Comics, on Kansas, good dude. He hit me up and he sent me the story of this thing with Epic, saying that he basically was at a show yesterday here in the tri-state area in New York, and him and his worker were looking at some books at some vendor, and someone walked away with some books, and that's where it all began. So from there, it escalated, and obviously I reposted it because I like to do that fun stuff, is reposting this stuff and getting as much information as possible. And then it was just the floodgates were open, boys, right?
Yep.
Oh my
floodgates were open. So
it's wild because I wasn't even. I'm here at my shop minding my own business, and I'm getting bombarded by people all over the community. And again, I'm a clout chaser. I don't know about you, but I'm
I think
clout chaser.
You're talking to the famous trolls here, bro. According to
it's true. There's two famous people on stream.
World famous trolls here.
I thought weren't you guys the legends?
Oh, we're both, dude. We're both. We're all that.
A little bit of everything. So So I reached out to someone, reliable source. Obviously, that was there, and I said, "Listen, I'm flat out tell you. I go, hey man, I was like, can you give me some details on Epic? Is there a full video? Who was the seller? I kind of want to put this guy under, basically." And the response was, "Yeah, sure." I'm obviously not going to name names. Kept the vendor occupied by asking questions about a book after a book while his employees shuffled books around and took off with an ASM 300 and a Strange Tales 169. They then left, and the vendor realized the books were missing, so they checked the security footage, and Epic was identified and contacted. He brought the books back fast once they were threatened with police involvement.
That doesn't seem shady at all.
No, not at all. Why? Why would that?
Well, that's standard protocol. Anytime I steal, I don't give it back unless the police.
Right. When do you ever give your books? When do you ever give back the items you've stolen unless someone comes up and confronts you about them?
Oh my god!
And you know what's funny about the video? So we can talk about the shortened video that he posted, apparently, which was different. But even in that video, you can clearly see the ASM 300 cover. Like it's obvious that the dude takes it, puts it in the stack, and then the stack gets put to the side.
Let's go ahead. Let's just share this. Present this screen. So yeah. So there's the guy.
All right, guys. This is the footage of the Queen's party. This is where the actual thief has happened. You're gonna look in dead set in the middle. You're gonna see Epic right there to the right, in some type of reddish pink outfit, and his workers to the left. So let's watch the video. Oh, hold on a second.
Right there with Epic, obviously in the pinkish shirt, and this other guy on the left of him shuffling some books. Oh, there's an ASM 300. I saw that
right there.
Yeah.
Everyone should know that cover because Epic and all of his cronies have done like 1 million cover swipes of that bullshit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You actually may not recognize it because it's Spider-Man on the cover and not like a Pooh Bear.
Not like a bear.
Yeah.
It's hard to
But let's take real quick. Let's take the Epic's post. He goes, here's the video. Here's the video. This is the video. This is all of like 10 seconds to show that he was standing in front of somebody, right? Here's the video, the picture of the famous trolls, Binkies.
Hey, it's me.
Milton Manimal.
Yo, what up, other famous?
And the YouTube troll. I don't know who's this YouTube troll. I guess it's me, who has been hating on me since I blew up on Whatnot. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you nobody fucking cares that you blew up on Whatnot. This is about stealing books, you dumb fuck. They've been consistently bullying and talking shit about me, but this one took the cake. They're now posting a picture of me buying books and saying I stole books. This one is a huge lie. I've been going to local comic shows for years and never did such. I do this for the love and the support of the local vendors and have a lot of respect for them. I also haggle and trouble them, and it's fun for me to go every week and chill with them and talk about books, etc. In the video, all I did was paid and got book and bought a book. I did nothing else, and I went to another vendor. Why only trolls are posting these things? Only I have a screenshot with one saying that I have to attack the big fish on Whatnot for clout. I need your help. Please share and say the rumors are fake about me.
First off, we need like a translator. This guy doesn't.
All right, you saw that. You just heard Nemesis reading what Epic saying that he had nothing to do with it. He was just there, buying books, normal this, that, and everything. He's saying he was unaware of his workers stealing the books. This is classic, perfect thievery of somebody's occupying the seller while the other one swipes the books. No doubt about it. This is how the scam works. This is how it works. You both just happen to be there, and he's just doing this, and you're occupying the guy. Come on, man. This is so obvious.
You can never understand what the fuck this dude says at all, at any point in time.
And that's
no one gives a shit about him blowing up on Whatnot. No one cares. Dude, this guy's the worst, bro. And this, so information that we can't really put out there, but this isn't even the first. We had another source kind of reach out to us and tell us that apparently, possibly at Terrificon, there was another thieving incident where something ended up missing, and Epic and maybe that same guy or maybe someone else were present prior to the book disappearing. So
Mm-hmm.
So there you guys heard. Yeah, it was distraction. Yeah, this video, it's tough to see the video. You would have to go actually to Nemesis Prime's video to get a little closer. That's the best I can do. But there is more videos of the same tape that I'm going to show other videos I have. Yeah, this is classic distraction move. This is common. Now you're hearing that there was something stolen at Terrificon that he was allegedly involved in. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps going. So you can just imagine how long this has been going. Again, he's so confident because he's been doing it so long that a thief does not plan, safety wise and try to say, hey, let me, downplay it. Let me get out of the limelight. No, this idiot, makes it worse for himself. Just like I said, making the light brighter over himself. I mean, how dumb can you get?
Yes.
So
Everyone's hitting me up now. That
let me share screen as well. So real quick. So hold on a sec. There we go. Okay, so this is from Queen's Comic Party, right? So these are the guys, the promoter of the show, right? And so he was the one who initially kind of put out the post that said, which Binky shared, which first off, we'll come back to that, Binky's, about how you're getting blamed for like the initial when all you did was just share something, right? So
when you're a famous troll, I mean,
dude, you're so famous, bro. It's crazy. So Queen's Comic Party says, we tried to let this die, but somehow we look bad from Epic Nation posting an edited video. The video Justin just showed you. We noticed ASM 300, Doctor Strange 169 missing. Great condition books valued at over $1,000 combined. I rewinded the camera for 3 hours thinking it was a stranger, but catching the books in this clip. These are my photos from computer at venue. We contacted Epic. He didn't believe his employee did it, but after checking his pile, he returned the 2 books. And I'm not going to go into detail of our conversation, but books were returned. Just a few customers saw the video, and because it's a tight comic community, they reposted what happened so that we, a new small convention, can get people to come into our show without fear of fights and arguments to break out. So they reposted, thank you. As obvious, we got all the great comics. We're kings of back issues. All welcome. # comic drama. And then I, of course, commented that the dude's a liar. So, and in this picture, of course, look right there. It looks a lot like an ASM 300 to me right there. I don't know about you guys.
So, yeah. So people are obviously messaging me saying that he went live and saying that we're trolling him and that we have no proof. But yet you just saw his little 15 seconds, and then the promoter of the show come out and say that he did it. Like,
yeah.
What?
There you go, guys. What can I say? The guy says he didn't do it. There's a video. He knows he was contacted already about the book. He's denying everything. They got him on video. You can see that it's a 2-man job. I mean, common sense, man. Like, this guy is just an idiot.
So Binky's kind of walk us through how you originated, not being a famous troll, but with this situation.
Well, same thing. I caught wind, and I am one with the community. Anybody that's hung in my room, been in a cell, listens to the things that I say. If there's one thing that bothers me, it's people that fleece other people. Mm-hmm. I don't play that game well. I don't play this is how much something is worth. Never mind, these aren't sold prices. Bullshit game. I don't have time or patience for it. I lived through the 90s crash. I've seen what happens, and it was people taking advantage of other people and putting a bunch of bullshit out there and bullshit comics. It flooded the market, it depleted funds, and it resulted in almost, boom, everything going away. And then it almost happened again in the early 2000s. Mind you, there wasn't as many variants. It was just people didn't care after the 90s. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to see that happen. I'm a bit of a loudmouth. I'm not gonna deny that. That's you can ask my former employers as to that fact.
Yeah. Breaking news, real quick. Breaking news.
Wow.
Yes. I received a text message. He says, and this is to me, he said, you can suck his dick. LMFO said when you see him at cons, you're quiet and you're hating in him because he's a big fish, and you hate whatnot because you're a small seller.
This is to Binky's?
This is to me.
Binky's?
No, this is epic to me.
Oh, to you.
So
you go.
one, I'm a small seller.
So there you go, guys. Another perfect example of him with his, texting. Can't shut the hell up. All Nemesis and these guys are doing are just talking about the thievery, this and everything. Now he's saying that he's a big fish. Again, his mentality, he can't be touched. And you're nothing, and you're trolling, and you're coming after me. This is like constant, nonstop. This guy is out of control right now. It's unbelievable how people are not taking this either seriously or just don't know or just don't care. All they're doing just showing a video. You got caught, and now you want to blame it on someone else that he's trolling. That you're a small fish. You're not helping your case any, man.
And I'm quiet. Well, yes, I do quiet. I'm. You know why I'm quiet? Because I'm digging in short boxes. I'm not out there being a loudmouth loser. Yes, that's why I'm quiet. I'm not there to dig in boxes. That's my job. That's what I like to do. That's fun.
Not to distract and steal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not like, here's my left hand and
He steals in front of your face.
Yeah, I'm not doing the sleight of hand thing.
It's the prestige with comic books. That's what Epic Nations is out here.
Wild, man.
So, yeah, so that's a live forecast on what's going on. But yeah.
So Epic has kind of had it out for me because I caught wind of one of his auctions where he had posted on a thing. It was like fair market value, blah, 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 blah. And it was a book, and I was the last sale on that book. So somebody knows the fair market value. It's probably the guy that sold the last fucking copy, you idiot. So he got a little upset when I posted and said, hey, there's supposed to be accountability and sellers that say something is worth X and it's really worth Y. You guys have in your TOS, you can't do that. That is a no-no. So he got a little upset with me and has me blocked and banned on several platforms, and then proceeded to slander my name in the middle of a live handful of times, called me a.
So there you go, guys. Just bring it out to him, telling him the right way of how to sell a book price-wise, and all he did was take it the wrong way, retaliated, blocked this guy from the channel. This is what he does. If you don't agree with him, or you try to set him on the right path, or you tell people about him, that's what he does. He gets away from you, he blocks you, he doesn't want nothing to do with you, because you're gonna bring him down because you're getting his name out there. That's what he does not want. He doesn't want, because if you get his name out there and he starts to lose viewerships, he starts to lose people, he starts to go downhill, that's when he's gonna get more retaliated. He's gonna get more crazy because you're affecting his business, you're affecting his money. All right, and you're getting the word out there so people won't deal with him, closing the doors. Once the people find out who it is, oh, I don't want nothing to do with you, that's when he starts to get worse. So let's continue on.
Motherfucker and whatever. A lot of people call me.
He can go out and attack people on the platform, and isn't he a representative of whatnot?
Right.
No,
I feel like repercussions that happen.
It should be interesting.
That's just strange to me. I mean, I don't know the full details with the whole Nick and Epic issue, but didn't they just block Nick for doing something similar? So if that's the case, I mean, look, I shit, you guys know, I reached out to Bolo. Bolo, this is one of your boys, and this is what's happening. You're supposed to be an app that's for the people, right? Just like Binky's, and you guys know, you've been on my streams too. I don't play that shit just like Binky's does, and it's shenanigans that this is what they're pushing, right? So now if this guy's really a thief, I mean, look, it's there. You guys make your own decisions and your own judgment, but I have eyes and they work. I have a brain that functions, and it just doesn't make sense to me that this is where where people are fucking trying to not pay attention and see what's up. Crazy. It's just crazy, man. This whole thing is wild.
Let's real quick. Let's kind of snipe stream. Let's kind of go in and snipe stream some stuff and see what's going on in the Epic Nation live stream.
Good. Man, I'm Mrs. Brown. Why you can't come with video, bro? Come in, bro. Or you a little pussy, or you only want to go behind fucking cameras. Come in the video now, Mrs. Prime, or you're gonna be hiding, or you're just gonna come in. Come in the video and talk like a real man.
He literally blocked me. I would
you
love to join that
shit
video.
up here. Come in the video, bro. Why you not here? Nemesis Prime is a pussy. Come in the video. You here?
Oh,
You
let
make
me
a
see.
fake account.
Whatnot?
You here?
Whatnot?
Send
What's
a
going on?
request. I bring you in, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatnot? Where
Bolo,
are you gonna do? Like,
But
Yeah,
he's not
Bolo,
gonna
this
do
is
it because
just like
these
a
guys on them
now.
only want to put on makeup,
What-
dress
this is
up,
late.
put on nice clothes, have YouTube, and then talk shit about people. This
What's he
is
talking
gonna
about
make it
putting
YouTube.
on? What's he talking about putting on?
You see,
makeup
come
and
join my
nice
YouTube
clothes?
live. See what I'm saying, guys? It fucking exactly. Fucking exactly. It have to be in their YouTube where they control the show.
So
Fucking
you just saw my post.
exactly,
He's taking
baby.
a picture of
Exactly
us.
what I'm saying. These
Oh my
fucking guys are
God.
idiots, bro. You just blast your own self, Nemesis Prime. Fucking pussy. See what I'm saying? He wanna be a YouTube video. He says come so they can control the live, right? Mute me and then attack me constantly. Bro, fuck you, bro. You come right here. Be on right now.
This is
Why gotta
hysterical.
be a show?
This dude.
I think we
What?
should
I
watch
can't
it.
mute you here, bro.
We don't even
can't
need to
mute
say
me here,
anything.
Nemesis Prime. What? Come on
This is so
YouTube
good.
so you can control the show and have me like a fucking puppet. Fuck you, motherfucker. Come right here.
What the hell is he saying? He's just rambling off, saying that the guy's putting makeup and their YouTube and blah 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 blah, and he's cursing that. What the hell is he trying to prove? What is he trying to say? Absolutely nothing. He looks like a freaking idiot, talking and smacking his hand down. Like, make a point. Get to a point. Say something that makes sense, because you're not making sense at all.
Live to the people and talk live. No YouTube. We're not doing nothing for clout and attention, buddy. We're not doing
Says the
nothing
guy
for no
slamming
attention or
his hand
clout.
hard,
Fake
man.
rumors.
Screw
This is a Dr.
Wow.
Strange, right? Then it's a brother Voodoo or top 2 comic book list or epic. And first of all, they blame my fucking workout. The video shows I'm coming. The video show I walk away from the video. Hold on, you want full video? I'll send you the.
So if he's so innocent, why did he fire his employee? Because that's what's coming out from Queen's Comics is saying.
Oh, wow.
He's made the comment that he fired his employee and they did all these things.
Yeah,
That doesn't seem like that's something an innocent person would do.
I could have watched that the entire night.
I know that we could have
God,
just.
that was great.
Did he block you? What happened?
I don't know. I think he was just so exhausted from.
So, guys, there you go. You know, so Nemesis and them, you know, they did a video. You see a lot. You see him slamming his hand. You see him getting all crazy, making no sense whatsoever, just because he did a video. So I just want to show this other quick, just a posting of what this guy Kevin, Epic Nation, retaliating on these guys that all they did was expose him for the person he is, for the things, the shadiness he's doing. So he retaliating, all right, for a person who says he's so innocent. All right, I'm going to show you this picture. Look at this picture right here from Keep It Thorough. We were banned. These 5 people were banned from a Jewish con show. You know why they were banned? Because Mr. Kevin, I guess he was scared of his life. He was scared that these people were going to come to the con and do something to him because he was going to the Jewish con. So he talked to somebody there and got these people banned. If you see these people, don't let them in. Don't let them in because he's scared they're going to come and hurt me. They're going to hurt me. They want me bad. Meanwhile, he did a live video from inside the Jewish show when he wasn't supposed to. And he shows the path that a friend of his, excuse me, an associate got it. Sorry. An associate got him into the con. That's how he got in. Then he's bragging, oh, look, I'm in the con. They told me that they wasn't gonna let me in. Your boy got you in. Your boy. And now you throw your boy is under the bus too. But meanwhile, you're banning people. They're not even looking for you. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. You're banning people. You're scared because people are exposing you for who you are. All right? Exposing for who you are. It's unbelievable. So let me try to get to the next video. All right? Keep It Thorough's video. I guess this was he did a lot of videos. I'm not gonna go through every single one of them, but
I knew you would get to this. Oh man, but I always gotta bring an extra something to the table.
Again,
So again,
now,
you guys,
this is
big
all
shout
a
out to my
video
guest here
on what
tonight.
happened at
I'll let y'all know in
Party.
a few
So again,
who he is. We got KW joining us right
we
now.
hate all
Justin
these people
Sims,
that are
what
exposed
is going on? Said I film fights for a living in comics on my hobby. Seeing all the comic fighting is comical. Shaking my head. Assholes can ruin anything. That's yo, couldn't have been said better, bro. Couldn't have been to the conversation, but with good reason. This is like I've said from the beginning, guys. All you got to do is sit back and eat your popcorn, and everybody out there and the mother's gonna tell them themselves. That's how it always works out. That's how I've always dealt with this. For everybody that's known me for quite some time, yes, I was a cop for 11 freaking years, so you can't get anything by me. That's the freaking that's the beauty of this. So now we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, and of course, if you guys have not known what was taking place, it all took place recently at the Queen's Comic Party, a nice little show that they always put together. And plenty of comic books, man. That's really what it's all about. Just comic books, comic books, comic books. And of course, there's a whole set of drama right now that's just lingering around Epic Nation Collectibles with stealing some books. He
just want to remember what he just said. Epic Nations Collectibles. At this point, he's still collectibles. All right. Because all the heat that's coming down, that's when because he changed his name to Epic Nations Collections, because he's trying to get away. He's trying to get away, but it's haunting him. It's because it's catching up to his ass.
He just went on live before he started. You know, I went on there and I just asked him and I said, hey, bro, Queen's Comic Party just made up a new post. So how can you say that they're lying? He said, I got the video, I got this, I got that. But then when you show the video on his feed, he ain't got absolutely the whole damn video. He got only portions of it that you could even see a time span is missing from it. So the beauty of all this is, of course, Queen's Comic Party, who got to defend themselves and say, hey, how, you know, what's really the truth behind all this, ends up coming out. They end up freaking just posting and pretty much put everything on full blast. On full freaking blast. So this is the thing about keeping messages and keeping receipts. Y'all know me with receipts. I gotta have them. Tax season's gonna be around the corner. Gotta have them fucking receipts. So now we're caught up in this situation where, yes, all the blame is being placed upon this person right here. Everything is being placed right on this person that was standing right next to Epic Nation. So for anybody that has not seen the post, you could see them looking at comic books, and good old Epic Nation is right there, standing right there, clear as day. You can't even deny it. Can't even freaking deny it. So 2 books in particular were said to be stolen. It was an ASM 300 and then a First Brother Voodoo, Tales of Suspense. So now everybody is trying to figure out what's going on. What the hell is the reality? What's the truth? And you know that we get down to the truth here on this channel. There is no beating around the bush. Sad to say is that this isn't the only fucking time that this has happened with this said person. There's many other times. You guys know a while back I had Epic Nation on here versus Nick GQ that were going back and forth. One thing that I know Epic Nation kept saying about me on his IG live was that, yo, I don't want to talk to you because all you do is mute me. Of course I'm gonna mute you. You're talking, you don't know when to stop. You just want to keep repeating things to prove that you're not guilty. Something that he repeatedly was doing tonight on his live on IG. I don't even know if he's putting up that live for everybody to see. He had to do multiple of them because lives on IG only last for an hour. Then after the fact, he actually went on there and started saying things where he was contradicting himself throughout the whole freaking conversation, where he said that he went back to the show to get the video. And then after he said that, then all of a sudden, not even a freaking good 30 seconds after he said that, then he said, no, somebody sent me the video. When you can't even get your story straight and you're talking to somebody who's been dealing with investigations for 11 years of my career, that's very telling in itself. And like
I keep saying it before and over, he opens his mouth. He doesn't know what the hell he's saying, Epic. And you prove right there. Thorough said it too. He hears it too. You know, that when you're talking, you know, you're not making any sense. You're backtracking. You keep changing your story. You know, I mean, this guy's giving out so many signals of being guilty. It's unbelievable.
I said before, this isn't the only time. There have been multiple allegations made against Epic Nations Collectibles. I do have a special guest here tonight. Please, let's go ahead and welcome my man Sub-07 Comics. because he has a lot more to say than I do, and I can definitely just go ahead and attest to exactly what's going down here on this channel and exactly what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. So let's bring in my boy Sub-Zero Comic.
Yo, how you doing? How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? Thank you for having me on your show.
All right, so
okay, Toro's gonna interview Sub-Zero once again. If you guys didn't know who Sub-Zero is somebody who associated with working with Epic Nation, and then Epic Nation did his thing and screwed this guy. So we're gonna get firsthand hearing of somebody who dealt with Epic Nation. This is what you want to hear. This is what you want to see what he's actually doing. So let's find out.
Everybody, welcome Sub-07 Comics. Real good dude, man. Real good, legit seller. He's a seller. You guys know how I feel about sellers. I've said it to everybody. You got the ones that are good, then you got the bad eggs. And all it takes is for one bad egg to freaking ruin the bunch. So my man, Sub-07 Comics, has been dealing with Epic Nations himself and actually has something that he wants to share with everybody, because this just goes to add into the fact that everything we're seeing here is 100% legit, to include absolutely everything that, Queen's Comic Party had to go and repost to show that, hey, just make a post and say something very simply like Epic didn't do anything wrong. Just those are story, please, so I don't need to keep telling or making posts and then have to make crazy posts. Can you comment on my wall post and say that take them on? The English is all over the place on here. Can you put Epic had nothing to do with this under my post? Can you do that? Comment, please. Can you delete your post? So on and so forth. And this is when you know somebody's guilty of something, when you're literally trying to play PR. I have been on Whatnot. I used to sell on Whatnot. I'm not a fan of fucking Whatnot in the direction that they took. I have a great freaking platform, but you know what's going on with the people that are within it. Again, you had a few folks on there who want to be legitimate sellers who are doing their things on there. And then you got the ones that are pretty much, they're all over the freaking place, doing whatever the hell they want and no repercussions. We're going to see if anything comes out of this. So just to go here into a little bit more info, man, I'm going to go into Sub-07 Comics because he got one hell of a freaking story to add on top of what the hell is going on with this. So, the floor is yours, brother. I am not even going to talk, so you got this.
All right. So... So the story is crazy. Today just kind of blew the, I guess the boiling pot and on me, because honestly speaking, me and Epic was cool. I mean, we're cool. We was cool because it's not the same right now. But we was very cool. I go to his house. He come to my house. He's been here a million times. That kid that they caught in the video and all that stuff, that kid's been in my house as well. Bought comics from me. Epic, every cool comic.
Let me just pause it right there real quick because I got somebody in the chat. My man Luis Pagan Ponce is in this. It's Gato Toro. ¿Qué pasa? This is actually just me live. I am just showing a clip of Toro. I've been talking about Epic Nation. This is all about Epic Nation collections, Luis. Just trying to get the word out there about this guy to stay away the scam. So we are listening to Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was a associate partner with Epic Nation. He's going to tell a story of what happened to him, how Epic Nation did him dirty. So just watch the video.
Epic has, meaning signatures, double signatures and stuff like that. It's something that me and him, we do together. Something that I've done and he buys off me. So I'm not taking that away from him. So Epic has more than 250 books, let's say almost more than 350 books of mine's, way more than that. And we've been doing this for 2 to 3 years. I have not seen one of those books. I have customers' books on that I've had arguments with certain people on those books. Some of them I had to give money back. Some of them I lost a little bit of my customer, basically, because I had customers outside of IG. That's how I started. I got books for people that they wanted, got them at a good price and stuff like that. So Epic took a big portion of my books, a lot of books that he had great deals on to get signatures and stuff like that. I didn't want to do this. I spoke to you, and you kind of, you gave me a little bit incentive to talk. I even spoke to Nerdy Girl and she was like, if I was you, I would, tell whatever it is. But I don't like this. But I feel like physically I can't do nothing to Epic because Epic plays the coward role. Like how you said before, he talks a lot, and I'm a type of person. Once you talk a lot, like if you're in front of me and you saying wild shit, like I just go off, like I black out and do my thing, like not trying to act tough, not trying to be I'm a big boy or nothing like that. It's just that's how I am. So Epic yaps too much, doesn't know how to just shut up and listen to the wrong thing that he's doing. So he has X amount of books of mine, which I already stated, more over than 200 books, almost a way more than 300 books, basically, that he has of mine. Since 3 years ago, he's been giving me dates. Yo, the books are this year, all the books were supposed to come in. MegaCon, the beginning of this year, MegaCon happened. He said that he's doing it through a CGC guy. Doesn't know the CGC guy name, which that blew my mind when I asked him, like, bro, what's going on? Like, people are telling me that they're gonna sue me. People telling me they want their money back, or actually they don't even want the money back. They want their damn books and all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, Epic, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And the story he tells me is, people on whatnot call me a scammer and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, but that has nothing to do with me. You're Epic Nation. I'm Sub-Zero. I'm just a little guy. I'm just trying to make a little quick buck. Just, you know what I'm saying? Because I like this. It's kind of fun. I like to get, sketches and all this stuff. And I was working with Capture Collectibles too as well. But so with him, the story is that everything that was done, Clayton Cranes, the Lottos, Perillos, Kevin Eastman, a lot of books that I had, even big books, key books, meaning first appearances of 129, Punisher.
Once again, key word there, key books. Once again, now he has about 200 to 300 books of this Sub-Zeros there, and all he keeps giving this guy is dates, times, delays, this and everything. Now he's a big fish, you're taking care of your customers, you're dealing with this guy on a constant basis. Why is it taking him so long books? Why is he coming up with so many excuses? There's no need for that. What can it be? Absolutely nothing but trying to scam the guy. So let's continue on.
First appearance of Miles Morales, deals that we've made in this house and in his house in front of his girl and in his new office and all that stuff. So today I haven't seen not one of those books, and it's always a story. Then we got into a big ass argument because it's like I'm kind of tired already of all the bullshit. Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like I understand this is a business at the end of the day, and I see him making money, and I'm over here. I haven't done nothing. I haven't sold nothing like that at all, due to the fact that I have everything stuck with him. I have so much invested in what I did with him, and I wanted to sit down with him man to man and like squat, yo, buy me out. I'll pay everybody off. Buy me out. Or get me all the books.
All right, so here's a person that dealt with Epic on a regular basis. Everything was going good, and all of a sudden, bam, something happened. Epic ended up with 250 to 300 of his books. Been delaying this guy, not giving him any books, any money, actually nothing, just giving excuses. He's getting tired of it, so he wants out, which I don't blame him. Nobody wants to hear excuses that say, like you said, you're making money, I'm getting, absolutely none. I have books there that people are asking me. He's getting the headache. I understand where he's coming from, man. He's 100% right. Epic should take care of this. Once again, he could take care of this without blowing up. Pay the man off, give him his books back, whatever the case may be, and it'll be a done deal. But does he take that route? We're going to find out.
He goes without me asking him of an amount or anything. He sends me $3K. What's the $3K for? Oh, so you can hold that so you understand that I'm not scamming you, or you pay off the people that you owe. I said, okay, cool. Sends me another $3K. That's $6K now. So I'm like, what is this for? Like, what's the point to this? No. So you understand, because the guy, just to go back on this, he told me MegaCon, he told me June, which was my wedding. He told me July. Then he told me New York Comic Con. All these books are coming in. All those dates I just gave you, those books were coming in those dates. He even gave me a fake what you call it, tracking number that about 100 pounds of books is coming in from CGC. So I'm doing everything through him because everything, it seemed like easier and smoother for me to do it through him because I didn't have all those connections. So he was my connection in a sense. So, you know, I get in with him and stuff like that. Cool. None of those books ever came. Every single time it's like, no, the guy, he forgot, the guy got sick, the guy this, the guy told me that.
I mean, is this so obvious? You know, anytime you're doing business and you're not getting your product or whatever, your service or whatever, and all you get is excuses, and then he sends you money that you didn't ask for. All right, and then you ask him what this money's for, and then again you gave him dates, no books, just everything. Right off the bat, you know, we all have gone through this. If you haven't been scammed, this is what a scam looks like when they just give you excuses and not your merchandise or your service or whatever it is. You know, you're going to get the rear end. So let's keep going.
Next week, the guy said tomorrow, tomorrow I'm going to have your books. I even have my boy that's in Arizona to testify to this. He literally said today I was supposed to receive 60 to 100 books. Today, October 29. Now all this shit popped off or whatever, and this I didn't know none of this. Then it was told to me, and even I spoke to even Queen's Comics and stuff like that. And the way he sounded like he didn't want to really, I feel like Epic paid him off or something like that happened in order for this to like calm down. But that kid that Epic had in there, that guy's been in my house. Epic has done the same shit in my house. Try to flip in a book that I'm selling to Epic, slipped it in one of the boxes and stuff like that. No, I put that there. He's done that shit to me too. And
oh wow, look at that. You know, the same type of scam. Two people trying to get away with a book in the man's house. In the man's house. We got him on videotape doing it at Queen's party show. Now we got somebody who definitely seen him eye to eye in the man's house. Man, how stupid can this Epic guy be, man? And he says he has nothing to do with it, that he's innocent? Are you serious? Is this guy on medication or some type of drugs or something? Because the proof is right there. I mean, how can you do that to somebody that you're doing business with in his house? How did, you know, this is crazy. And how people not voicing their opinion on this guy, not, you know, going to him. I just don't understand that. But let's keep going.
And I'm like, yo, Epic, please, like if we're gonna do business, don't do shit like that. Because honestly, I'm trying to keep this comic book wise. But if you do this like street wise, like bro, that's like a warranty for you to get knocked the fuck out. Like, don't do stupid shit like that, bro. And he's done that. My wife is here. She can attest to that. People have been here, can attest to that. Epic, even Epic's girl's been in my house, you know, and she's seen shit like that. But you know, they cover it up with the nah. I didn't do that. I didn't do this. But it is what it is. But the books that are owed to me from Epic, I've been trying to sit down with him in a respectful way and try to assert all of this, because at the end of the day, I put a big chunk into this. Because it was supposed to be a business starter for me this year. None of that has happened. I didn't know what to do legally wise because I've never been in this position with somebody. And then at the end of the day, the only thing I know is like go knock in his house and be like, yo, bro, give me my show. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, it's not even about tough, about nothing. Like, you owe me all of this. Let's get it paid. Whatever it is needs to be paid or whatever. Or I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. And as soon as I blacked out, said some shit like that, like close to that.
Let me stop him right there and say, Louis Pagan, that's a real man, baby. Knocking someone messing with the comments, your boy in the face. Like, yeah, but here's the thing, Louis. This is what Epic wants you to do. All right, because it makes you look like the bad guy that you hit in, even though you're in the right. All right. People who are coward like this, you know, scammers and stuff like that. This is what they want you to do. They want you to blow up and get crazy so you get arrested, that you look bad, this kind of thing. It makes him look innocent. That's what he wants you to do. This is the reason why he plays this game. This is the reason why he gets so aggravated to you. So you do something stupid to make you look bad. All right. So you can't play to his level, that game. You can't give him the credit. What you got to do is what I'm doing now. You know, freaking getting the word out there, get people to know about this guy, not to do business. That's how you heard him. You heard him in his pocket. That's how you heard him. And when I mean hurt him in his pocket, don't do business. Get him out there. The less people he deals business with, the less people he's got connections and stuff like that. Once you mess around with the flow of money, that's when you know you're getting to him. And it's getting to him because my man Toro has been doing a lot of these shows and it's starting to get to him. All right, because he's done a lot of videos and there's been a lot of retaliation from this guy because you know when he retaliates to you, that means you're getting to him. You hurt him in his pocket. All right. I wish I had more time to go through a lot more stuff that he's been doing, but I'm gonna try to finish this one up.
And even certain words just like that. And as soon as he did that, was I'm gonna have the cops. I'm gonna have a lawyer, and that's it. If you're gonna, you know, he just played the victim role. That he was all of a sudden scared. Mind you, I've spoken to Epic a million times, argued with him a million times, and we always been cool. All of a sudden, he picked this now, chose this now to act like he's scared. All of a sudden, he's scared. He needs a lawyer. He needs a cop because he can't handle like me. Like he can't handle me face to face when I can sit down and talk to a person with no issue and like, you know, and resolve the situation. So I just told him, yo, buy me out, bro. Like I don't want to deal with this shit no more. I want to pay the people I owe and the books for people that you literally have. And none of that has happened to this day. Today I was supposed to receive books, but and it was talked with somebody else. And today nothing has happened. And Epic promised that everything was going to be resolved, and nothing has been resolved. And to me, I didn't know what to do. I reached out to Nerdy Girl, not trying to involve her into it, and I reached out to you, Thorough, as well to see what you think I should do. Because honestly speaking, I don't understand. I don't like the IG thing. You a scammer and all this shit, because honestly, that to me, that term like scamming is involved what just happened today. If something's owed to somebody, that's not scamming. And the way he talks right away is just, you a scammer. Like that's his favorite word to throw out. And it's just funny to me. Like, bro, you're the biggest fucking scammer of them all. And you're throwing that word out like it's nothing, like it's water. And it just blows my mind, bro. But anything specific that you would like to know, just ask me and I'll tell you with no problems. And like how you said, tax season is around the corner. I got receipts and I got documentation and I got people to back my shit up. Like I no bullshit. I don't like this. I don't like telling people like, yo, you do this, you do that, back and forth in IG. That's corny to me. But at the end of the day, I don't know what to do. If it's a loss, it's a well-learned loss for me. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let him specifically get away with it because it's already a little bit too much. And that bullshit he pulled in that store, to me, that's corny. Like that just made this like, fuck it, whatever. And I reached out to you and I'm like, yo, if you want to do this shit, let's do it, fuck it. If I lose the friendship with him, fuck it, because apparently he don't give a fuck. And when he don't give a fuck, it is what it is. And I should act the same way. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is.
Yo, so I got to ask a question because I know this was something that you didn't address. How much is it in total for all the books that he owes you? Because like you said before, you have a crap ton of customers yourself that you had their books that were sent out through Epic Nations. And now you pretty much owe these people. They have every right to come at you because you were the one that was selling them. Just like you said. One thing that I got to give Sub-Zero is he's taking this shit like a man. Pause. He's pretty much saying like, yo, I know that this is what's going on. Every person out there, if somebody took your books, did whatever, and you're not freaking getting any resolution as to where they at, what the hell's going on with the books and things like that, anybody has a right to be pissed. So this man went ahead. He did his due diligence by going ahead and confronting him, telling him, bro, where's all my books? What I want to know is what's the total amount of all the books that's owed to you, bro?
Total amount. Well, he told me to give him an amount. He wanted. So this is the thing. On the phone, this is where I think on this end, I kind of fucked up, but I didn't have this in mind. Again, I've never gone through this with somebody. I've never had this situation happen with nobody. And I should have recorded this, but me and him, or he says he records things. So hopefully if he really recorded it, he'll have it. Unless he wants to delete it, which he probably will. But on the phone, the money he gave me, the 7K in total, it was 3 and 3, and then he sent me $1,000. I used partially of that to pay certain people off already that really wanted their books. And I've been waiting for 3 people to give me a number on how much they want for their things, because we're talking about, they gave me like nice ass books that cost money, like Clayton Crane type books, like, you know, Venom 7s, the Godzilla ones, you know, the thing, nice books that Crane's be doing, and you know, like nice ass books. But on my part, I feel because of all the situation in 3 years going around and all this stuff, and he telling me everything is CGC, I think he owes me about, well, I don't think, it is around 50 to 60K. And I'm lowballing that because we got big books involved. We got.
All right, so you heard, man, 50 to 60K, and he's lowballing. Again, the main word, key books. Now, you saw me when I first started doing this live stream. We were wondering, you heard what he said, that he's in a hunt. He goes diving into $2 books, $5 books. He gets like 40, 50 books at a time. Okay, well, you wonder where he gets his book. And now here's a perfect example of another way where he gets his book. He already got caught stealing books, all right, at a con. We saw on videotape where he was a two-man part. That was a two-man team. There's no doubt about it, because that's how it works. He's already been kicked out of one show. Now he got kicked out of another show. And then there's an issue at Terrificon with stolen books. Now here's a partner that he was associated with at one point. Okay, everything was going well, and now he stuck him. Took all the books, gave him some hush money, you know, which he didn't ask for. As you could see, heard what the man said, that he sent him. He said, "What this money for?" It was just to keep him mouth shut. And then now he's keeping the books. And now this guy wants out, and this guy is still giving him the shaft. Give him excuses. Again, you know, whenever they give you, this is just like, it's just common practice. You can see it, you know, it's not even like hidden. It's like right in plain sight of what this guy's doing. You know, I just feel sorry for Sub-Zero, you know, but that's what the whole point of me doing this video. We have to get more people to know what's going on, so they stop buying his stuff, stop dealing with him, you know, and, you know, so we find out. But we must get the word out there. We got to hurt him where it hurts the most, and that's his pocket.
We got a lot of first appearances involved. We got a few things that he's not consciously talking about, that I have him on in text message, and I send you some of the text message so you can see how he's going about it. He owes me about that, and I told him, yo, bro, you want to talk about around that area? It's fine, because at the end of the day, I'll take the L. I'll pay the people I owe. And I'll take the L and take this as a lesson. Don't trust everybody that you know what I'm saying? Because the problem with me is.
All right, so guys, if you're not understanding what he's saying is, he's going to take a lower amount of money because he wants out so bad, you know. So that means that Epic is going to get away with just paying him a certain amount of money, not the whole thing, and he's still going to be ahead. But then he's going to turn around. Epic's going to go on a live stream and says, well, you know, why is he going to, you know, go lower and take less, this, that, and everything? Why? Because it's not that much. He's going to try to turn it around and try to get less or more money. But the point is, the reason why he's taking it less is because he just wants out. The man's desperate. He wants out. He wants whatever he can get, pay off some people, and that's it. He just wants out. Epic does not want to freaking pay him, even though if he pays the amount that he's asking for, he's still going to be ahead, but he wants more. He's so freaking greedy, so dumb in the head. It's unbelievable. So let's continue on.
I'm mad loyal. When I'm loyal to you, I go ham. Like, I don't care who it is, whatever. I go loyal. I'll stay with you. But come on, bro. Like, so much you could do, and I don't like that. I didn't like doing this for him. Like, it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels a little like weird because I'm not used to shit like this. I don't do shit like that. But to him, doing shit that he's doing now, to me, that's already corny. But around 50 to 60K he owes me. And then around there, I told him, yo, name your ballpark. I'll take 40. I'll take an L. I'll take 35. I'll take the L. I'll pay whoever I need to pay off, because I did pay off a couple people, but not everybody, because they haven't given me an exact number what they want. Because like you said, they're entitled to get mad. They're entitled to feel how they feel. Hopefully they're watching the channel too, because, you know, I talk to them all the time and stuff like that. And I even lost friendships over this shit. And it's sad. It's sad. But at the end of the day, I'll take the L in order to pay whoever I got to pay off. Because at the end of the day, I'm a small business. I'm a small guy in this in the comic book community. I'm nothing in this comic book community. I just do this for fun and because of the love of it. And you know, I got a lot of shit and I sell it. It is what it is. I flip my books, whatever it is, just to make a little money here and there, you know what I'm saying? But the way he went about it, I was supposed to be nice this year. This year I was supposed to be in every Comic-Con with a whole bunch of books loaded. I didn't do that. I took a big L this year. I'm doing other things, try to get my money up, because this situation kind of put me in a predicament. But it is my fault. I'm not blaming nobody for me allowing the situation to happen.
Yo, so here's my thing, man. 50 to 60K. That's a lot of damn money. That is a freaking crap ton of money. I'm gonna have to agree with Max in City, man. It's like we would be digging a spot in the desert, because that's how freaking, you know. I know people like myself. I'd get pissed off if somebody freaking didn't send me a $50 book. So imagine $50,000 to $60,000 worth of stuff. Not even to just think of the fact that it wasn't just your stuff; it was also stuff that belonged to your customers. And going from there, and this man is still holding possession of them for 3 years. For 3 years, bro, that is a wild, insane.
And you just go to the chat. 50K can make or break a business. Yeah. Now you heard. And the guy Sub-Zero, remember, he said it was actually more than that, but 56 is a ballpark. And then you heard him says he'll take 40, 35,000. All right, just to pay off his people, just to get out of the situation. So the man is desperate, doing the right thing, and Epic has a way out of this. Just give the man 40K. You're still making more off, because it's $50,000-$60,000 worth of stuff. So you're still ahead. So he can get out of it, being a scumbag as he is. But no, he refuses to even give him that amount, wants to go lower. And then he turns to try to turn the table, saying, well, why is he taking less? Then it's really not that much money that he's saying. Epic is just incredible, man. So let's keep going.
Long ass time. I know CGC be holding books sometimes close up to a year, but I've never heard anything being held up to freaking 3 years. That's insanity. So when I spoke, I just gave Sub-Zero a little bit of info. I just said, bro, best thing you could do, file a report, go ahead and freaking file a civil suit against him.
Which is perfect thing to get in there. But the problem is, man, does he got paperwork? He got reset. That's the only thing if you go to court. Lewis, what is this guy's real name? I believe his name is Kevin or whatever, but there's so many videos that I can't go through. I've been this is almost 3 hours. I'm just trying to get to this last one. There was still more videos I would like to get through, but the drama just goes on and on. This is just my opinion video on this guy and trying to get the word out there. I hope everybody passes this on. Try to get him down, and he's on Whatnot, man. It's insane. He's just, he's got to be banned. He's just got to be banned. Hold on, let me continue.
Let them know you got the receipts, you got everything you need. Go and file a civil suit. Handle that business. Everything that just happened from today and everything that's being posted by Queen's Comic Party, to include with Epic Nation himself, Epic Nation Collecton himself, it went ahead and he pretty much just said that his worker, because everything is being pretty much put on his workers, just on himself. But for me, who has been investigating things like this, thefts left and right, it takes two to tango, people. You got the one that be distracting while the other one be taken. And that's how it usually freaking works.
That's how it works.
So to consistently see somebody trying to defend themselves, to include making a crap ton of lives on here, He didn't even post anything else except just for this, that the worker will be suspended until further notice. And I don't even know if his worker is even there with him at his house right now while he was doing all his lives, because he kept talking to somebody like it was his employee. So I wouldn't even freaking doubt if that dude is there with him right now. So for people that are trying to figure all this out, yes, Queen's Comic Party, again, shout out to them. They went and took all the receipts and was like, yo, this guy said from Queen said, I had to sit 3 hours of video. I'm tired. He's like, I'm going to work. And he's like, yeah, spend big. But that's why I was like, oh, crap. And to see these things going missing and for him to pretty much not show this portion of the video, but you could clearly see this is ASM 300, even through all the blurriness, you can see it. If you've been a seasoned collector, and you know, this is right off the bat right there. For people that are trying to go and see him, I'm sure I'm not following him. Maybe that's why I can't see it live. But let's give him a follow and see what the hell happens now. But apparently he's live right now. I don't know if I could even freaking see it. This is how wild all this shit is right now. Everything that's happening on here, yo, is freaking crazy. You consistently keep seeing everybody is trying to say he's trying to freaking pretty much play off everything out. He said, yo, we try to let this die, but somehow we look bad from Epic Nation Collection posting an edited video. We noticed ASM 300 and Doctor Strange 169 missing. Great condition books valued at over 1K combined. I rewound the camera for 3 hours, thinking it was a stranger, but catching the books in this clip. These are my photos from my computer at the venue. We contacted Epic and he didn't believe his employee did it. But after checking his pile, he returned the 2 books. And this is something this dude is continuously denying while he's doing his lives and saying that he didn't do any of that stuff, that he didn't even leave with him. He showed a snippet. But then these guys at Queen's Comic Party is pretty much saying, bro, we saw you walking out with him. We seen you on the camera. So all Queen's Comic Party has to do is just release the whole video from the span that they were on the table, working that table, and then all of a sudden moving from there and bouncing out the freaking show. And you're done. He said, we contacted Epic and he didn't believe his employee did it, but after checking his pile, he returned the 2 books, and I'm not going to go into detail of a conversation, but books are returned. So this is something that he was addressing on his live as well. He said, bro, he's like, if I'm a dealer and you hand me a pile of books and you hand it back to the dealer, what is the dealer doing? You're looking through all these books and you're doing this, that, and all. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Y'all just proved right there. You were making it seem like y'all didn't steal shit. You just proved right now. Prove all your lies and everything that you're saying on your lives right now is that, yes, you're saying that you're not guilty. You didn't do none of this shit, but there are freaking parties. Not only this, but parties that have reached out to me, other sellers that were there at the show who were right there next to the person who got their book stolen and said, yo, we don't want to get involved in all this nonsense, but I'm going to tell you right now, all this shit is a bunch of fucking lies. This man took the damn things, and the only reason he's trying to save face is because he didn't get away with the crime, so they had to return the book, and that was that. So both books had to get returned in order to say, hey, it wasn't me, it was my employee, so I'm going to put my employee on full blast. So who's to say that, okay, every ringleader, every boss or whatever, when you're committing a crime, who you going to have? You're going to have the fall guys, right? You're going to have the guys that are going to do the shit for you. So if anything happens, worst case scenario, you know who to blame. And that's exactly who you freaking trying to blame now is your freaking own employee. And on top of that, you heard it from the horse's mouth from my man Sub-Zero Comics that dude has been over to his crib and try to play the okie doke on him while in his crib, freaking dealing with the same shit. So for people to see all this crap and to act like, yo, these folks are not out there, they're everywhere, yo. All these scammers, I know my man Sub-Zero don't like that. But for me, like I said, yes, you do. You have scammers. People that scam are people that are willing to steal from you, people that are willing to take whatever it is that you own, people that freaking are willing to take your money and not give product in return. Those are fucking scammers, thieves, the absolute fucking bozos. This guy falls under that. You guys remember that one thing that he kept saying was that I always would mute him every time that he was on my live with me here. Yeah, I had to mute his ass because he wouldn't let nobody else speak. I even muted Nick GQ, and people were saying, "Yo, bro, why you only muting Epic?" Nah, I muted both of them. Where even Nick GQ was trying to talk and say something, and even that dude I had to mute because nobody was letting me talk. So again, on my platform, of course, I'm gonna put in my 2 words and I'm gonna say what I gotta say. But at the same time, man, this shit again for people that are not paying attention to this, for people that are falling for all this nonsense and believing these folks. Yo, this might be that bitter freaking end, that last round, and he just got knocked the fuck down. That's exactly what happened. And like my man Sub-Zero came up to me, he told me, "Yo, bro, I really don't want to do this. I wanted to get info from you as to the best recourse that I could take, because I'm gonna say it right now, cool heads will always prevail. Think about shit before you do anything, because I'm just like him. I'm a hot-headed person. I'd be the one that want to just go and show up to your house and smack the fire out of you because you stole $50,000 to $60,000 of mine. You better believe I'm gonna go do that. You better believe I'm probably gonna be that type of guy that want to go into your house, and that's just me thinking in that hot-headed moment. So in order for that, to avoid that issue, I'm glad he reached out to me and said, "Bro, what's the best way?" And I said, "Dude, a civil suit is the best way to go through all this. This is some of the shadiest shit." And
all right, so let me cut it off there because I've been going on for 3 hours. There was a lot more videos. But again, this is again, I'm gonna say it again. This is not a show for to get subs. This is not a show to get views. I didn't do this. I did this to get that information out there about this guy, Epic Nation. Just stay away from him. Don't do business with this guy. It's just shady. Trust me, there's a lot more videos on here. If you guys want to see more, check out Keep It Thorough. He did a lot of digging, a lot of information about this guy. I couldn't take it no more. I have to, get it out of my system to let people know. It's just the way I am. If I see a scam going on, if I see something bad, I like to get the alert people out there to be aware. That's key. That is key, people. This is how this is how you do the right thing. That he can't do nothing to you. You get the word out there. You spread the word. You let people know. All right. When more people know, the more people stay away from it, because it's starting to get to him. I didn't get as far as I wanted to because there's more stuff that I wanted to show that he's retaliating against people, because it's starting to affect him. It's starting to hit him, and he's starting to feel it. He's starting to feel it. So once he gets hit, he's really trying to get back at you. So I don't know what to tell you. I noticed that I was at the Bronx Amnicon this year, and I did not notice that on the pass itself had his logo on it, so he was affiliated doing this show. It was a good show. And not only was his logo on there, I believe it was Lone Wolf and DJ Lynx. All I can say, listen to Lone Wolf and DJ Lynx. If you want to do business with him, that's fine. I don't know if you know about him, but I'm asking you, as a person, a collector, you don't want this bad publicity hitting your con. You guys are doing a good thing. It's up to you guys. Look into it. But I'm asking, look into it and make a decision. And hopefully you guys will not let him in to the con. Find somebody else, somebody that you could deal with. Honestly, again, it's just amazing how he owes money. Again, from the beginning of the video, he shows that high-end books. You just listen to what he says. Like he's finding, books, $2 books, $5 books, selling high-end books. He can get his hands on 40, 50 copies, showing proof of how he's really getting the books. He's stealing books. He's getting banned. I mean, what more do you need? You know what I'm saying? You see the evidence. You see people coming out. You see people coming, that dealt with him. I mean, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. So again, don't go over there. You can't threaten this guy because he's just a coward. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna play the instant role. You know, they're trolling me. It ain't about trolling, okay? It's out there getting the truth about you. That's it. Bottom line. You got busted. You got caught. They got you on video. You're in on it, man. Just admit it. You was in on it. It takes a two-man team to see that scam that you guys are stealing books. Then you got caught in somebody's house doing it. I mean, damn, man. How, you know, it's so obvious. I couldn't take it. I have to put this information out there. I hope that it gets out there. I hope, you know, people realize it. I hope they see this and do the right thing, man. So you people that are buying him, that are sub to him on whatnot, you know, now you've seen where he's getting the books. They're not his. You know, don't support him, because God forbid if he stole your books, how would you feel that he's selling your stolen books on whatnot? How would you feel? So why would you support this guy? Because they're great deals? Yeah, now you know why. They're not his books. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Just pass this on. I had to get it out of my system. I will be live again tomorrow to do an unboxing that an AOK from a friend of mine sent me. And probably also going to be doing a membership giveaway. You know, so I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, just you got to get away from them. You know, you got to get away from scammers. Don't support them. You know, do the right thing. Just like the movie, man. Like Spike Lee said, do the right thing, man. So thank everybody for joining me. I know this was a long video. It was more for me to cover, and I didn't get to it. It's just, this was such a long thing that's been going on. There's so many things that he has done. It's incredible. I just, you know, judge for yourself. Watch the videos. Watch, you know, Toro with some other videos on him. Judge for yourself. It's my opinion. This is my opinion. And here it is. I don't trust him. He's not legit. All right. He's shady. All right. He's a coward. You know, I just stay away from him. Don't do business with him. That's my opinion. Just stay away from him. All right. So enjoy your holidays. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Hopefully somebody will get a nice free giveaway, and seeing what I picked, you know, got an A-OK, which is cool. So thank you guys. I see 9 people still watching me. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. And if you can, spread the word. Not just my video, just, you know, at cons, at every con, just tell them, hey, you know, watch out for this guy. Don't buy from him. You know, shady stuff. Don't do business, because that's where you're going to hurt him, in his pocket. Because if he can't find people to scam, he can't get no books. Simple as that. You're going to shut him down. So, and he has a big chip on his shoulder. Think it's not going to happen. You do it. You got caught, man. You got busted. It's the beginning. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, man. And people are going to get the word out there. And you're just going to have to change your platform, and because scammers do that, and he'll do something else. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night, man. And like I always like to say, the cat is out.